Hey everyone, welcome to episode 58 of the Unity Gaming Podcast. I'm Riccio.
I'm Dan.
I'm Somppi.
And I'm Kumar.
And it is March 27th, 2013.
20.
It's happening, man. It's hard to believe first quarter's almost done.
I know.
Wow. I just realized we're heading into April.
Happened at the time.
This is sad.
It's scary. Easter soon.
It's Easter Friday, which means more gaming time, you mean? I'm sorry, that is terrible. I'm sorry. But, oh, well, we can do a quick shout out to the chat right now, and also a YouTube subscriber. Happy birthday to Alchemy Reborn.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Dan, say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
There you go.
So once again, if you're watching this video version, we do record these live on twitch.tv. And if you're watching the video version, in the top right, I got it right this time, kind of, we got Terraria running on the Xbox 360. And, yeah.
It's an Xbox.
You guys get to watch some of that. Yeah, so what have you guys been playing this week so far?
Okay, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Bioshock Infinite.
2. Oh, no.
Jetpack Joyride on my phone, bitches.
Yo, I will own you at that.
Can you play Bioshock Infinite on your phone?
Probably.
I don't think that's true at all.
Yeah, I think that's a goddamn lie.
My phone's a PC. What? What are you gonna do about it?
My phone's a PC. Also, I'm a phony. Wow, there's a wetness in that smile. That was weird. It was like.
That is kind of weird.
I didn't like that.
So is that all you guys have been playing this week, though? Literally?
Yep.
Pretty much.
A lot of it.
I think I'm almost done.
Jeez.
I'm gonna try and go through the rest of it on Friday. That's what I'm gonna do.
Sorry, we're just.
I would like to point out something. So we just I finally started up Terraria after buying it, and I just loaded into the first world, and it didn't spawn my dude in. So this is great.
Nice. Quality control right there. Right?
So far. Day one. Yeah, so we've all been playing Bioshock Infinite. Is that?
Well, except Kumar apparently.
Except for Kumar.
You've been playing XCOM because
I
got a copy.
I still actually have no interest in playing Infinite. To be honest with you.
I was gonna say if you were gonna play it or not. Man, it's gonna be
real
Infinite
good.
Is the next Bioshock
It is.
game. Forget 2.
Yeah.
It feels like it is the next game.
Yeah.
After.
It is.
Well, it's about time, right? It's been a long time coming, so.
Yeah. It is infinitely better than the last one.
Well done. Nice. No, I'll actually, before you guys get into that conversation, I'll give you the quick little synopsis here.
Okay.
So
Synopsis, please.
I got through crap. What's that game called? Spec Ops. I got through Spec Ops: The Line. Platinum that shit too. Done with it. It was a whole lot of fun.
We could talk
like how we
full
just-
spoilers about that right now.
Can we just stop for 1 second? Just like how we glazed over the fact that you said just platinum that real quick, and
Well,
then just
he's Kumar. That's what he does.
Yeah, he platinums
it's just
everything.
like Jesus. Not that what you did is like Jesus. I'm just saying like Jesus. That's kind of
Everything
Yeah,
Kumar
sorry.
does is a platinum.
I got that.
good.
So
Kumar,
yeah,
you're like Jesus.
the platinum was straightforward. I mean, the hardest thing is, I guess, playing it on the difficulty setting called Fubar.
Oh yeah.
which was actually pretty kind of. I mean, it was kind of cool. It does add an element of frustration to an otherwise very, very enjoyable game, but I mean, it's expected considering they called it Fubar.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can't really go in there expecting that it's going to be a cakewalk.
Yeah.
But that's a fantastic game. What a sleeper hit! I had no idea that it was going to be that good.
We told you. We warned you about its amazingness.
But holy shit, does it make you question humanity? And it does some really messed up shit. So
Yeah, there are a couple of moments in that where you're like, I'm not sure how I feel about this scenario.
yeah. And see, the thing is, though, it's the first game that I've played in a long time that the decisions that you actually have to make, like the really, really key decisions, aren't presented to you the same way that you would normally expect them to be. Normally, it's here's the blue choice and the red choice.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, they kind of just throw you into the situation, and you're left to literally think about it on the spot. So it was well done in that regard, and I like the way that it pans everything out. Still confused me to a slight degree, though, at the end of it. But
yeah, I like how whenever you finished it, we all got that text message like, okay, guys, wait. So what happened? Like, what did you guys get? Like, just...
Well, the thing is, it's because you don't really expect it, and then all of a sudden it takes this big change and this big twist, and you're just like, Jesus, okay, wow. So as if I just thought that things had finally started to calm down and start piecing themselves together, but then they add this next level layer of complexity. So
I just want to say one thing before, if ever, I would say almost not spoil it, 'cause isn't it just like even the reason Kumar got to play
It's off of PlayStation Plus now.
Oh, is it off PlayStation? Okay, I thought maybe that it wasn't actually.
That's sad. That's sad.
It was only on there for a couple of weeks and then it's gone.
Fantastic game though. Fantastic.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
It's generic in terms of the shooter mechanics, but still a very, very good game.
What was your? Can we ask him what his ending was, or should we not?
Well, I think we can say, okay, people who haven't played Spec Ops: The Line or don't want to be spoiled on the story,
maybe tune out for
a little bit. I don't know how long we'll talk.
I say 2 minutes would be more than enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what about if we all share?
Well,
I did all the endings. Should we say how many numbers are or what the numbers are on that? Or?
Yeah, we can say the amount of endings.
Well, there are 4.
There's 4 of them. Did all of them, kind of thing, just for the purpose of.
I have a quick question.
Yep.
You guys were talking about how there were 3 endings, and I said there was a 4th. Which one did you not know existed?
Well, the thing
I didn't. I hadn't done the So right at the end, I shot the guy, the dude.
Okay.
But if you don't shoot him, it just ends right there, right?
Yeah.
So
that's the ending I picked.
Yeah, I didn't know that it was just going to end right away, kind of thing. So that's the one that I hadn't seen when I first sent that message, and then afterwards when I went back, because the way that I did it was I started the game on hard, or what was it called, Suicide Mission, or whatever the hell the difficulty setting is. I started it on that, did it through at least the most organic way that I could. So I made the decisions the way that I actually would have.
Yeah.
And then I just went back and I did the decisions that I just did the opposites.
Okay.
And I kind of felt like I was a bad person.
Oh, I meant you redid the whole game, but as a douche, sort of?
No. The first time going through, you do them thinking you're doing the right things, only to it leads down a very inevitable sort of path. But I did them that way, and then when I got there, I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm a terrible person.
Oh yeah, it makes you feel bad for the choices you made.
Yeah.
At the time, you're like, okay, I think I did the best thing for the scenario, and then after that, you're like, I fucked up. This is not good.
And you can't go back or anything.
No, you're just like, shit, I have fucked up somewhere along this line.
Yeah. That's I gotta say though, that main image of the woman holding her child. The woman who's crisped holding her child.
Yeah.
That shit messed me up. I sat there seeing it and I was like, Jesus, this is really, really rough.
I think the only thing that bothered me about that part was the sudden realization if ever you try to do that part again and realizing that you didn't actually have a choice at that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was kind of sad, but it was... I guess there's some stuff that they had to actually do.
I kind of thought there was, actually. When I did it the first time, I thought you could just choose to go in and just fight them. But then, I mean, obviously it leads you towards the mortar, so you can't do much. But...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And there's no way to get past that part without firing that last blast.
Well, it's for a reason. As
there's a tank on the bridge right there, so I mean...
Yeah. You kind of have to take it out.
Yeah.
Goddamn tanks.
Man, I hate spiders. Sorry, guys, hang on.
Wait, you got a spider problem, Kumar?
Fucking spiders.
What if you let it bite you, and then you were to become Spider-Man? I feel like it's already dead. I didn't even get to finish that sentence. You're like, what? Hold on, sorry, murdering it.
I was just gonna say you missed your opportunity to pitch me on that.
You start smashing it into your arm, like maybe it still bites.
Gross.
You won't do that, Dan?
No.
You have the chance of getting superpowers,
No.
He wants gross. That. His is the safe, remember?
Yeah.
Dan's been through this with us.
Oh my God, there's a safe going out of my hand. Guys, what's happening?
No. You're missing my overall decision making on this sort of stuff. You sell the radioactive spider to someone who wants superpowers for an exorbitant amount of money. That's it.
Or you sell it to him for the safe.
Yeah.
It's safe to say that's what you do.
Yeah.
It's safe to say that's what you do.
Money is the end goal here.
Riccio says it again just to make sure that we heard him the first time.
Safe to say that's what you do.
Yes, we heard you.
So are we all in consensus in terms of agreeing that Spec Ops was a great game?
Yeah.
Or
I want to know which endings you all picked as your ending, because we did the early ending one and left it at that. That was the end
you
of
let the guy
Spec
shoot you?
Yeah, that was
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so my fully organic sort of playthrough, I went through all the way I shot him, and then I let the soldiers come and take me away.
Okay. Oh yeah, I did the same thing. That was my only.
When I got to that point, I was like, "Holy shit! I could shoot these guys."
And then there's 2 outcomes from there, whether you win or lose that fight.
Well, the thing is, if you actually choose to shoot them, you become the God of War. and then Ares busts out of the fucking out of Dubai, and then
he's just like, it was a trick to
could
cheat
you imagine that shit?
And
And
then sounds of Dubai.
and then it retitle cards and just
retitle
says
cards
God of War Ascension. You're like,
The game starts off right out of the gate.
blades just like grow out of his back.
All of a sudden, playing as Kratos.
It's like, holy fuck.
That would have been incredible.
Game of the year?
Would it not? Like, imagine if they managed to do something like that in this day and age.
The entire game was the tutorial? Like,
No,
actually,
no.
no, not even. It would reteach you.
No,
Be like,
it's
fuck it.
just the title card at the end. That's it. No other. The game is over.
But it just says God of War Ascension.
Yeah.
It'd be so fucking retarded. I'd love that, though.
That would be a video game twist like no one has ever seen.
M. Night Shyamalan now directing video games. The video game was actually a movie.
It was actually a plan. It was actually Killer
Sony would
Plant.
just shut down after that shit.
Yeah.
Sony just like drops at a press release, just drops a mic, walks off stage, doesn't even say anything.
Did you expect it? Nope. Good.
We're done here.
Also, we fired that studio. Oh my god. That'd be horrible. That's actually not a good thing to say.
Because it happens a lot.
There's a lot of happening. It's happening.
It's happening just everywhere.
Speaking of games that are not presented as what they are actually,
Mm-hmm.
Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't play this. That's want to say that
No.
up front.
I feel like we should kind of muddle together news and what's played all the time now, because that was a good segue. So
All right.
Possibly.
let's talk about Metal Gear Solid 5 now.
That was a weird like gameplay crawly trailer filled with fire and interesting things.
I think that game really starts off at a crawl. This is a snail's pace.
I really hate you.
They're really trying to worm their way into a more action-based game, but
I really do hate you.
in legality, it's just that I don't even know. I actually don't know what I just said there. Yeah, I don't know. It would look cool. I'm pretty certain that it's not running on an actual Xbox, considering that during the GDC conference it was running on a PC. But that either means that it's actually a PS4 game, or the Fox engine is actually like the fucking
Incredible.
craziest
Yeah.
that's
Super,
ever
like-
been created.
Optimized amazingness.
It could be only used for
It pans out. It just
less than desirable control. It's tactical games.
It zooms into the PC, and then it zooms to the side, and the inside there's no CPU, there's no video card, there's no sound card.
Just a Fox?
There's just a fucking Game Boy inside of it, and they're like, we figured it out, guys. You don't actually need a computer to run games, and then the fucking crowd goes wild.
Heads explode.
The word Jesus gets thrown around a few times.
Quick question: how do I open a door in XCOM? I actually forget how to do this.
Using controller.
You take cover beside it, and then
It's either V on the
There's an open
keyboard
command.
or A on the controller.
or you can just bust right through it.
If you really
Just
want.
run right up to it.
Like I just did.
Yep.
Perfect.
It alerts enemies, but you can never sneak up on anyone anyways, so.
What a waste of a turn. I accidentally just stopped at the door and kicked it, and then just stood there.
Well, fuck. Mission's not going according to plan.
You guys should stop playing XCOM.
Actually, that was.
really good.
It's funny because that was Sompy who did that.
Yeah, I know.
Way to go, Sompy.
It's just like I ended up in a real bad spot, and I think I'm gonna reload a save because, yeah, it's just not good.
So is this our segue into XCOM or? are we
Yeah,
gonna
I guess
talk
it,
about
I
something
guess
else?
it is.
I have out of
Being
my
organic
squad,
with this shit. Speaking of organic, just jumping into shit.
my squad is pretty much like all dead.
Segway cast.
So you guys just started up XCOM, kind of. I know, Devin, you stopped it, and then you went back, and you stopped it, and you went back, and you stopped it, and you went back, and then
Yeah.
you're probably going to pull out at some point, but you're not done yet, so you're going to keep going back. But Kumar, you just started.
That was really raunchy. That was a terrible way to say
That was
it.
like the worst thing ever.
But Kumar and
Keep pulling out and put it back in.
yeah, Kumar, for your first time, how is it so far?
Wow, it's just getting worse and worse. I actually, it's funny because I had never seen any
Were you
gameplay.
nervous?
I didn't really even know, like I knew that it was a strategy game, but I didn't know in what vein. So I knew absolutely nothing about this game until yesterday, I believe.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
speaking
correct
of
me if I'm
Vane, Castlevania.
Well, I only gave it to you a couple days ago, so.
Yeah. So I literally didn't know anything about the gameplay at all until just when I started playing it, and it is fantastic. What a great game.
And what difficulty are you playing on right now?
I'm playing on not Iron Man.
No, but I mean,
Are you playing
there's
on normal?
easy, normal.
The next one up. Not normal, but the one just right above that, whatever that was, just hard, I think is what it was called.
Yeah, there's hard, expert, and then what's the hardest one? Impossible?
Yeah, something like that.
I thought it just went.
I thought there
No,
were
what?
five.
No, what is? No, it's just easy, normal.
Oh, there's
impossible,
casual,
and
normal.
classic. And then
What is
No, there's
classic
definitely
anyways? I
there
didn't
was
play
maybe
the
five
original
of them.
game, so I don't know what they're
Classic is really hard.
yeah, it goes easy, normal, impossible, and then classic. There's 4 because I remember that I chose the middle one because impossible sounded retarded.
Are you sure it's not classic impossible?
No, classic's the hardest because it actually.
Devin, do a hard save and quit out and try starting a new game. Devin.
Just give me a god.
I need to know.
I want to say that the game I'm
I
playing
can't
right now.
save at this time, Dan.
Well, that's because you're being shot.
I want to
Well,
invite.
I'm not shooting anyone, or he's missing.
I want to invite everyone to play Terraria for any console or something because it is high octane zombie stabbing. This game, and I think everybody should experience the intensity of stabbing zombies in the face
It's really compelling.
relentlessly.
What the
I'm
hell was
reasonably
that?
sure.
That's
Just
me.
hold right trigger.
Thank you
No,
for
you
sharing that.
No problem.
Devin,
Yeah, no.
quit. I need to know.
So
Give me 2
I'm
seconds.
pretty certain that it's like that. But anyway, either way, so if you're playing on the one that's just above normal, no wonder I think you're having a semi hard time because normal is for people who are already kind of good with the game, and the one
Okay.
above already expects. I think you've probably finished it.
Well, everything above normal doesn't give you the a legitimate tutorial.
Oh yeah, it just starts you off with.
And it's like, okay, here's some dudes, go.
I can
Because
see how that would be difficult.
yeah.
because they teach you how to open doors and
Just-
stuff in that
I
tutorial.
thought Devin was just like
so-
falling asleep. I was like, what is happening here?
No.
Devin,
ran my-
I need you to quit and find out what the difficulties are.
Yeah, all right, okay. I hate this.
But
game.
Kumar, so what have you been thinking of it so far? What do you think of it so far? Sorry.
Well, I loved. I
There's
think
4.
one of my first questions to Dan was.
I knew it. I was
loved,
right.
Or I,
I
said, I
was
told him
right.
I said I love Fire Emblem. Will this cater to my desire
And I
to
said yes.
play something like that? And he's like, yeah, absolutely, check it out. And that's what it does. But in some ways it does it better, and in some ways I don't think it does it as well. So
Well, it is a
doesn't-
different game. It is not
Yeah, absolutely,
another
absolutely.
Fire Emblem.
Yeah. So I mean, my initial thoughts on it is that it's such a, like he said it perfectly. He said it was just a very accessible strategy game, and that's like I don't really know of any way to better describe it. That's exactly what it is. It's just incredibly accessible. It's easy. There's a lot to do outside of just the battle mechanics.
Mhm.
So I mean, managing your base and doing all that stuff, and making sure that you're juggling resources properly, and you're making the right decisions relative to what the quote unquote council wants you to do
Yeah.
and stuff.
Definitely more engaging than SimCity.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
At this
actually
point, I'm pretty
prefer
sure
building the
there's a
city
lot
in
of stuff
that.
that's more engaging than SimCity right now. But yeah, this game's awesome. I'm incredibly pleasantly surprised. I really did not really know what to expect, and I would have missed this entirely had it not been for Dan. So
Yeah, it was the same for me. I wasn't really sure what this game would be and if I would like it, and turns out it's pretty awesome.
Now, just to kind of like not
I
only
knew that I would like it because it's turn-based strategy. So
not to like segue, but like what we did with Kumar and the fact that he was able to play Spec Ops on me, either whether that was because of PlayStation Plus or because we talked about it a lot. That's kind of why I like being able to do like podcasts and our dry runs, all the stuff that we do, because there's a chance that someone out there might try one of those games that they probably never would have messed around with. And just like Kumar now playing XCOM, being like, I don't know if you would have played that had we not either given you a copy.
I wouldn't have.
no.
I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I
I
can
wouldn't
answer
have
that right
touched it.
now.
if
So-
if BioShock Infinite pre-orders did not give an extra copy of XCOM,
Yeah.
he would not be playing this game right
Yeah,
now.
that's true.
Yep.
But it's kind of cool, and I
I'm
like
pretty
that.
sure you
feeling.
guys even told me when it went on sale, and I still wasn't interested. I was just like, no, I'm okay.
And I'm sure
I mean,
that sale
I have
was
other
like
shit to play. So.
it was $22, I think. Was that sale?
Yeah,
right?
it
Yeah,
was something
something like
incredibly
that.
reasonable.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. I
60%
kind of
off.
like every time that happens when someone's just like, man, you know what? I never would have played that, but I'm glad I did now.
The game
So
is fantastic.
if there's anybody actually on the YouTube or on the channel, if ever there's something that we've ever gotten
Channel
into,
could apply to everything.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it is a
Channel.
YouTube channel.
That's true.
So you should just say
But if anybody's
channel.
ever had that situation, whether it's from us or anybody, let us know in the comments because we'd like to know. I'd like to know.
Yeah.
Richard wants to know how much clout he has.
How much clout?
Yeah,
I
influence.
Oh, okay. I was like,
do you not actually not know what?
I did not know what that was. I was like, dude, I'm not.
I don't.
I never. Did I tell anybody else about my clout in that situation? I'm just trying to.
Swear to God, I've never had clout before.
She never told me.
This has never happened before.
This really clouts my decision right here. No one clouts.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Right, like cloud.
Yeah. Another quality one there, Riccio.
Thank you. I try. I do my best to entertain, despite my clout.
Your disability.
Despite my cloudiness. Yeah. So okay. So and how? I can't really spoil anything in XCOM, but how far have you gotten in XCOM? Like how many hours?
Well, I'm not very far.
Well, the only thing you can spoil is like what enemies there are in the game, really, or like where the weapons go.
Yeah, I guess
there's not too much of a story to it.
I find it to be the perfect game to watch something or do something else while playing it.
Okay.
I know that sounds really weird, but I like to watch movies and TV shows, and I can't do that with BioShock Infinite because.
Is that all you do whenever you're playing XCOM? You're just like.
Oh, yeah, it's just I don't like your sultry voice on that. That just creeps me out.
You're just like.
What else do you do, Devin?
What do you wanna? What do you want?
Tell me about what your day was about. It's weird, creepy.
What do you want us to research next, Devin? Just, I'm not really sure anymore.
Anyways, Kumar, how far did you get?
So I am currently, I believe, about probably 3.5, 4 hours in. Mind you, a lot of it's been restarting because I did something that Dan kind of warned me against, but I did it anyways because I thought it would add an extra level of attachment. So I've gone ahead and I've actually named. So right now I have 6 squad mates. Of them, it's the 4 of us. So Riccio, Somppi, Dan, myself. And then there's my girlfriend, which was the worst idea ever.
Yeah,
because now you're like, I killed her.
Does she ever watch you play and you're just like, you died, babe?
Here's the thing. I can actually rely on that character for everything. So
really?
She's assault. Yeah, she's got the most health out of any of my people.
Yeah,
and she goes around just smoking people in the face with shotguns. So it's brilliant.
She is the Shanghai of your video game.
Absolutely, yeah. So she's
so
got that
what are all of us then? What are all we?
You actually, let me check right now. Okay, so Somppi, you are support. Nice. Dan, you're heavy. Riccio's a sniper.
Oh, okay.
I'm a sniper.
Oh.
My girl's assault.
Then who's your 6th?
I can't remember who the last guy was. I have a 6th member, but I don't know why I didn't bring him.
It's just like John, just a random dude, always dies.
Well, actually, I'd made it. I wanted to make him one of the people from the channel.
Oh, okay.
And I made him. I'm pretty sure I'd actually made him skinned, and then he got killed. And that's when I remember Dan when I didn't put my autosave on.
We just won't tell him.
So I quit, and I didn't realize that it just erased all my progress. So I had to actually. So these 4 hours that I'm talking about is actually me having done the same thing twice. So I went through and then I didn't save.
I thought the autosave was only after a couple missions.
No, it was just off and it didn't save anything.
Oh wow!
So when I clicked continue or when I went to load game, there was just nothing there.
Oh,
I was like, you've got to be shitting me right now.
That's brutal. Yeah, that's one thing I think that they should have
put on.
Mind you, it's a stupid mistake on my part too. I mean, how did I not think about saving at any point during that time? So.
But I mean, I almost wish that maybe if you're like on casual or on normal, maybe it shouldn't pop up. But if you go on classic or what's it, Intimidator, Impossible, if it would maybe give you sort of like a tutorial-y pop-up that's just like, oh, in case did you want an autosave just because you might die a lot, you can press yes or no, or just remember it's in the options. Or maybe the first tooltip that pops up is that'd be really helpful. But I don't think they ever warn you that there's no autosave yet.
Nope.
So it's weird. We're so used to games warning us that like, hey, don't do anything when this icon is on screen because it's autosave.
Yeah.
But
we've been spoiled a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever had a game have an option to turn off autosave also.
Yeah, normally they're always on.
Fallouts and Skyrim and stuff have that.
Oh, really? You can turn it off, really?
Go just by hard saves, yeah.
Oh, cool. I don't know that. I thought it was, oh, yeah, that's right. You can do save on rest and all that stuff, right?
You can turn all that stuff off.
Okay, that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah, anyway, other than that game is so freaking awesome. I still am sad. Like, after I finished it, I was like, yeah, I beat it. And I was like, oh, man, that means I can't have really cool channel days where I get to interact with viewers and be like, oh, dude, you're doing really good in this game. You're killing people. Congrats. And
well, it sucks because the way that game concludes, it's kind of like...
It's over.
Yeah, it's over. There's no reason to go back and play again on like an older save. But it's just when all your guys are like
beefy,
good, yeah.
awesome, and you have all the best gear, and you've researched everything. It's like, yeah, game's over.
It's like, hey, you like that? That was cool. Cool. How about this main menu screen? What do you think?
There's no New Game Plus or anything?
No.
No.
At least not yet.
Oh my god, that's devastating.
It's
Well, there's all those modifiers and things that they added.
Yeah, and you do
Right.
unlock way
That's
more
true.
once you actually finish the game as well. So.
Also, I get the sense that the way that game is built, that you are not necessarily supposed to succeed the first time you play the game.
I feel that is a...
Well, Devin knows.
Oh, god damn it.
You get smoked right out of the gate?
I have 20...
Well, no. It's not just like losing a single mission.
Mm-mm.
Because if you lose a mission, the game continues, and you've lost that mission. But it's getting to the point where the like global unrest is just
not manageable. Like no matter what I do, it just
and
would
then
not
everyone
go
pulls
back
out of
down.
the XCOM project, and then
You have no funding.
Then you're done.
You're nothing, and it's like, oh fuck.
So you can lose the meta game of XCOM.
Let's put it this way, Kumar. I have 24 hours logged on XCOM. I haven't beaten the game.
Wow. Okay. Jeez.
Actually, I wonder how many hours I got into that game.
I am just about done the game now. Like I'm coming up, I think, to the final part. But yeah.
If you get through it in one kind of go, like what's the actual, like how long is this supposed to actually take you? What's the expected
I think it's
length
like
of the game?
I don't know.
20
If you
hours,
check,
something like that.
if you check my playtime is of a 100% playthrough. So researching everything.
Okay.
Let's see if I don't think I have XCOM installed anymore.
Oh really?
Just go to the my profile.
28 hours is what I'm at, and I think I had to restart 4 hours.
Well,
in
yeah,
mine.
you have to restart.
Yeah.
Mine is single playthrough, single save.
Well, did you? But you?
I
did you
wasn't doing Iron Man or anything, but
No, but
I never.
did you ever reload any saves though?
No, I never
Okay.
had to redo a mission or anything.
Okay.
Wow, that's
I would
pretty
check, except for Terraria does not pause. Despite it bringing up a menu, it just kind of.
good. Keeps
I guess
it
I'll
going
check
in
on
the
my
background.
phone then.
Yeah. Phone it in, Dan. Call a friend.
I just want to mention that I actually just finally got past that part that I've had to restart 3 times. So
Congrats,
I'm
Devin.
happy about that.
Nice. Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, it was like it was a cyber disc, some.
Well, Kumar doesn't even know
Oh
what
yeah.
this stuff is. Yet.
Okay. All right. Well, it was a lot of hard enemies that.
Did you?
just
Do either of
spawned.
you have the? No, of course. I don't think Kumar would have it. But Devin, did you buy the DLC, the Slingshot pack?
No, I didn't.
I didn't buy it.
What's in it?
It's
It's just a few extra missions.
Yeah, it's a few extra missions, but they're really cool, and they do introduce enemies that are later on, early on into the game, which kind of spices things up a little bit. But
I feel like it kind of spoils.
Yeah.
it does. But I think instead of having missions where you know you're probably about to face something crazy, the fact that it's just like, oh, look at this fucking crazy thing, and you're like, holy shit, I don't even know how to fight that, and just I don't know.
Fuck.
Because one of the later on enemies that you find, whenever you have the DLC, the first mission I played just dropped 3 of them. Just like, hey, look, they just airdropped in. Why don't you just deal with this real quick? I was like, what the fuck? And like they devastated my entire team, which was a terrible shame, but it was also really fun. But I don't know, I really enjoyed that game. I enjoyed all my time with that game.
Oh, actually, I forgot to ask you guys what you want your nicknames to be. Dan already has Brenner.
I want mine to pop up, whatever the heck pops up, and you tell me if it's cool.
Okay.
Well,
Actually, I'll tell you right now.
if it's like muffin cakes, I'll be like, oh fuck yeah.
You're called Muffin Top.
Muffin Top, the
Riccio,
sniper. What?
Riccio, you're called Prototype.
Oh, sick! I'll take that.
That's awesome. Sompy is Lockdown,
Ooh, I like that.
and then Dan I gave Brenner to.
That's a fucking terrible name. I'm just messing.
Mind you, I might just delete it and see what the game gives him.
I'm sure it would automatically give him one.
So I just want to point out, I loaded up the Steam app,
Yeah.
and I clicked on XCOM to find out how many hours played I had, and it age gated me, even though I owned the game.
Seriously? How old are you, Dan? Just like, I don't trust you.
Are you 19 yet? No, 18 yet? 29? 17 yet?
17 is what.
Jesus, I don't know what age the limit is. Gauge.
Gauge limit?
Gate.
It's rated M, so you need to be 17.
Okay.
That's it?
For mature.
that's it.
Just in case no one knows, it's M for mature. Not M for prototype. That's a good name. I like
What the?
I don't know what the fuck I'm saying anymore. Yeah, so other than XCOM, what have you guys been... Do we even get to talk about any Bioshock, or do we just kind of roll away from it? Really
I
quick?
don't think we should talk about
Yeah, I
Bioshock.
think
You,
that's...
It's game of the year contender,
Oh, for sure.
but
we should.
We can't talk about it.
There's some really
it's
good
entirely
stuff in there,
story.
and that gameplay is.
I want to ask a question that I think will frustrate all of you.
All right.
How did you like Super Stickman Golf?
I haven't
Very
played it, to be
fantastic.
honest with you.
Oh wow.
Dan, I think, is just tired of it.
Yeah, I don't. Riccio's waiting on one of my turns. No. I'm not playing that game anymore.
Just not too much for you.
Yeah,
I think that game. Is
I got $1 worth of entertainment out of it, and by that I mean the game is functional. But
You don't want anything else to do with it.
I've been having a lot of fun with it actually. What's the only thing that I don't like about it is doing the single player, because you have to do the single player to kind of unlock more levels that you can do in multiplayer.
Yeah.
And going into that, and then I realized that where Dan's drop off point was, but I continued, and as I go farther in the worlds, it's just like you always have Kumar at the top. It's like, oh, he's like 24 shots under par. Then Dan's like -6. Then you have me like -4, like maybe a bit higher than Dan or lower than Dan. And then at just one point, I'm getting to like the harder ones, or I'm barely getting over par. And it's like Kumar's still -24. Dan's just not on the leaderboards anymore. Like he gave up like a world back. I'm like, Jesus, like okay. I don't know. Like I gotta ask Kumar, are you actually just like rolling through these first time? Like, oh sweet, I got -24 under par, perfect.
Oh, no. Are you kidding?
Okay.
They're freaking impossible. They get so stupid after a little while.
I had to know, because I was starting to feel like shit when I'd get through it, and it'd be like, oh, by the
no.
way, this is your leaderboard. You fucking suck. I'm just great. Thanks, game.
No, keep in mind, I have all the power ups too. So I mean,
Okay, yeah.
like for all the times
wow.
that you're sitting there and you're trying to do you're trying to take a particular shot that's just impossible. There's probably a power up that makes it a whole lot more reasonable.
I really enjoy how I played through most of that game without using power-ups, and then I went into the multiplayer to play with you guys, and then I see Dan use like a mulligan like 3 times. I'm like, holy fuck, I forgot those were in the game, and I'm already like 3 worlds in. I'm like, I was just really sad. It was just I could have saved myself so much frustration, but I
had someone join a match with me. I think it was just yesterday morning or something.
Are you playing randoms?
What's that?
Are you playing randoms?
Yeah.
Okay.
And sure enough, he comes in and I think he was like level 15, level 16 or something.
Okay.
And I think when I played him I was level 35 or level 45 or something, so I had different power-ups than he did.
He tries to take a shot. Level 45?
Well, yeah, and now I have a save that brings me to level 60 just because I got tired of it too, so I wanted to just play on the impossible ones. So I'm playing on both. I'm playing on my original save and on my level 60 save.
I don't think you realize how sad this makes me right now. It's like, yeah, level 7.
So he comes in and he takes it took him 18 shots to actually make that hole. And God. I got a hole in one, and he quit. He just blatantly quit. And I think it was at that point when I was like, yeah, I think I'm done too. I've had my fun.
It is really satisfying in that game when you get a hole in one, because I'm pretty sure it's possible on every single course.
Yeah.
Really?
There's a power up that'll let you do it.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous. I don't even want to try.
I think out of some of the other ones that I've seen, I'm pretty sure there's some that will not let you, but the majority of them there's a method to get a hole in one.
Yeah. Like bouncing off a wall in a certain way.
Yeah, it's just stupid. Like you've got to be so precise. It's just dumb.
I watched the replay of you playing the like final hole in the last game I played with you, and it was the one where the hole is on like a middle platform with 2 like semicircular bits guarding it, but there's a path right in between it. And so you're way higher level than me, and you have a power up that lets you do this. So you hit the ball, and the second it's over the like.
Oh no! Air brake.
Yeah. Okay. But whatever
you shoot the ball, and if you tap again, it'll literally stop and just sink.
Yeah. So you did that and got a hole in one, and I stopped playing that game.
Can we just did we even explain what the heck this game is even on? I know we talked about it a bit last week.
It's on iOS.
Yeah, so it's an iOS.
Yeah.
Is it on Android as well? Possibly.
I think it's Android as well, but it might not have been released just yet.
Okay.
I've heard different things, and I'm not an Android user, so I apologize to the Android community, but I'm not sure if it's actually been released yet.
Okay. Yeah. So anyways, continue on now. I just want to make sure that in case everybody's like, "What the fuck are they talking about?" Like.
So yeah, it's a little arcade style golf game.
Yeah.
By the way, I played 25 hours of XCOM Enemy Unknown.
Nice. That actually makes sense, because if I was 28,
if you were doing a restart,
and I did restart, yeah, sweet, cool.
But did you also research everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I spent like an extra hour or 2 at the end once I was done, just trying to get the extras or like just level my dudes up a little bit, like just to get that like extra oomph just going into the final boss. Because one dude was like about to do certain somethings to get certain somethings, and I was like, I should level up a little bit more. And
well, I went into that final level as soon as the thing finished. I didn't waste any time because everyone was already max level and fully researched everything. So
now I just want to jump in here with a complaint for Terraria on the 360.
On the console.
On the console.
It's probably the same on the PS4, whatever you're about to say.
There is a table that I'm placing currently in my building here, and I don't know why the AI is busted. But if I go into my inventory here and I pick this, let's just call it a fucking chair.
A fucking chair?
And if I put this shit down, it fucking faces away from the table.
Okay.
Just to piss me off. And then I'm just going to go into my inventory here and choose the thing that destroys it. And I'm trying to be as vocal as I can so anybody listening just to the audio knows what I'm talking about here. And if I place the chair on the other side of the fucking table, it faces the opposite goddamn direction. So it is impossible to make a fucking table with stupid fucking chairs.
Great.
I'm done cursing. But no, these damn things is broken. I don't know what to... It's being really stupid, and I don't understand. But, yeah, anyways. XCOM. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Fan-freaking-tastic.
In our top 5 of the last year, was it?
I'd say so, yeah.
Because we had 5 games that we
I'd
got
say
Game
so,
of the Year.
Yeah, that's
Something like that.
That sounds about right, if I may agree with you. Perchance. I really hope that the podcast is not filled with the sound of a right trigger being
I can definitely hear
molested.
it. I'm sorry. I can totally hear it.
I can't hear it through my mic, though, so... Well, no, I can, but...
If I hold it directly up to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to...
The chair's face the way you are facing. Yes. Is advice from the chair.
Oh, wow. I am being... We shouldn't have a live chat because I hate being told instantly, just like, hey, you're fucking up. That's your fault. But thank you, because that helps.
Someone tell you how to do it.
Yeah. It's probably better that you say that, because I'm pretty sure somebody, if ever they were watching the video version, they'll be like, hey, dum-dum, this is how it goes down. I'll be like, oh, I am a dum-dum. He knows. But anyway. Yeah, I wish I could just say little complainty things about BioShock, but I won't.
Like what? Are they related to the story or is it gameplay?
No, it's gameplay.
But then talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Elizabeth is a character in the game.
Yes.
Her AI is fucking fantastic.
Oh god, you just spoiled it for me.
No, her AI is fantastic. I absolutely love how she'll run the same direction as you. You'll turn around, she'll just always be near, and you don't have to worry about her at all. And the one thing that kind of takes me out of it and makes me laugh is every time I'm in combat, she'll always toss you like items and stuff. Like
yes.
Like here's some health, here's a gun.
You slowly progress and unlock different things she can toss you.
But what bothers me is that sometimes I'm just like, let's say outside having a battle, and I'm like, this is freaking crazy. And then she'll just kind of be like, yo, I found this gun. And then I hit F because I'm playing on PC. And then suddenly the camera turns and it's just pointing at like a wall, and then a fucking gun flies through it, and I grab it. I'm like, perfect. Don't know how that made sense. That's awesome.
You know what? So, that has only happened to me once.
I think I think we're almost in the, well, I'm for sure in the double digits of that happening now. It's like, oh, look, there's some boxes. Oh, a fucking gun just flew through it. And it's not bad, but it kind of stops. I'm like, oh, that's kind of...
My one complaint about the game is that unlike BioShock 1, and I guess maybe 2, I don't remember.
I know what you're going to say.
You can't hold every gun.
Okay, no, that's not the...
What did you
I thought it was going to be the eating sounds. The
eating sounds. The second I picked it up, it was like... Yeah. Like it's like a wiggly sound. I was like, oh, that's fucking stupid.
I totally like picked up the first thing to eat. I was like, Dan's gonna hate this.
Dan is gonna be.
Have you ever picked up a bag of chips? Because it still does it there.
It doesn't do it for anything else though.
It's not as long or deliberate as it is in BioShock 1 though, or in Dishonored, where it's like.
Playing that game, the art style makes me think of Dishonored so much now.
Yeah, it really does.
Also, okay, one other mini complaint: everybody in that town looks like the same one person standing next to each other.
I don't go up and look at them, so
that's why I literally everybody in town I go and I talk to.
It's not really.
It's pretty bad. It's like, ooh, okay.
You're reusing the same model with like just a bad mustache put over top. Like fuck.
Yeah, especially when there's like two people kissing, and then you're just like, you turn around and there's two people kissing, you're like, you guys are the same. And I'm gonna turn around this corner. Oh, you guys are the same. Okay. But you all have different voices, kind of, sort of, and you all have racism in common.
Yeah, I didn't realize how crazy the like racism overtones are in that game.
Yeah.
They're not undertones, that's for sure.
Are they stronger than they have been in the past?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
It's not like what was that movie?
Not like the actual people are like the developers are racist, but
yeah,
game's got some real crazy racist things.
But no, what was that? What was that? Django Unchained. It's not like that where they're just throwing out words.
Yeah.
It's more like implied, like.
Well, there's like.
It's back in like the early 90s, I guess, where
like
there were separate washrooms for.
Early 1900s.
1990s.
Did you say early 1990s?
Yeah, I fucked up. Dude, Terraria, there's like shit going on. My brain is. I'm just gonna face away from the game and just randomly twiddle my stick.
Huh?
Hey, Devin, I never face you.
That's weird. I don't.
But yeah. Anyway, we shouldn't talk too much about. Like, I think we're almost edging into the storyline stuff.
Yeah,
not storyline, but talking a bit more into it. But
gameplay-wise, though, you guys are happy with it?
I'm really happy. Despite that stupid stuff throwing the wall, it's like it's not even really complaining. It's like
you can turn on damage numbers and health bars and stuff, and then I'm playing Borderlands, but with
which is cool
story.
Yeah.
Did you guys all get it on PC or consoles?
Yep. PC.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
PC.
And it looks phenomenal on PC. And actually, there was an NVIDIA driver that came out the night of.
Yeah, I know.
And it was just like, oh, it just increases performance by 600, not 600%. Runs it like it's 500 frames. No, it's 60% increase on like the newest NVIDIA card, which I'm pretty sure it gives an increase on all cards, but it's just
they always do the like.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this example on the newest card.
Yeah.
So.
But it's just funny how it's like 60%. It's like, damn, this shit was really messed up. I did it really bad in this game. But yeah. Yeah, other than that, anything else you have been wandering around about?
Not really.
I've
as always been playing some things on my Vita.
But. Cool. Anything new on PlayStation Plus that you picked up that you might have this guy?
I haven't started it yet.
Okay.
I downloaded it.
Dang.
Disgaea 3 Absence of Detention, I think is what it's called.
Okay.
They always come up with really serious names.
No detention at this school.
I downloaded it, but I didn't start it yet. So, yeah.
There was no coffee in my cup.
I know, I'm really sad because there's no water in mine.
It's terrible. What did I want to mention? There was something that... Oh, never mind. I was like, there's something that me and you played, but no, it was when I was playing God of War. Gears of War. Judgment. Been playing, weirdly enough, a lot of Gears of War Judgment. I have never stuck with a Gears game before. Especially being able to be like, oh, I could just finish the single player. No, I'm going to play some multiplayer. And I don't know how many hours I've sunk into it. I want to say...
Raptor would tell you.
It would have single player stuff in there too, though.
Yeah.
But I want to say maybe...
Then you can do math because you have no single player playtime.
Oh, maybe. All right, let's figure this out. I want to say...
You have to boot up Gears, though, to figure out what that was, though.
Yeah, but I want to say maybe like 10 hours of multiplayer, maybe a little bit more. But it's just weird because we put out a dry run of it, and Dan even saw for himself, having played some Gears 3 and seeing the comparison to Judgment.
Having been a Gears of War veteran,
yeah,
until the Gears of War 3 stat wipe happened.
Yeah.
So I have 10 hours on Raptor.
Blasphemy,
so
right, Dan?
What's that?
Blasphemy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely a different game. But I love so far every change they've made to it.
Like, what are some of the major changes that have been made to it?
So you can only hold 2 guns.
Let me put it this way: the gameplay is Gears of War in that it is a cover-based shooter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, it's pretty much third person.
Other than that, everything is pretty much changed.
It's like,
there's no executions anymore.
Oh, what?
Except for in single player, or in execution mode that will come out in April.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
But so far, you kill somebody, they don't go down, they just die. Which is, I like that because, like I was telling Dan, is as much as that kind of being on the receiving end, you can kind of have that second chance of getting up on in the old Gears games. But in this one, let's say you're behind cover and you're trying to use like actual assault rifles like the Lancer or the Hammerburst and all that. You can actually snipe people and know that you'll kill them and not have to worry about like, okay, now I have to run across the map and try and flank him and then shoot his body, which should already be dead. So that's not a factor anymore in the multiplayer, which I like. I like that you don't have to worry about that. But it's faster. You can only hold two weapons, and that includes the pistol. So you can either have a pistol and like an assault rifle, or like 2 shotguns, or like 2 assault rifles, or so you can only have 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
And so that and the grenade is no longer a
weapon that you select.
Sorry, we just got gift. did a lot.
What the hell's going on?
What?
Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Huge shout out to MCP for just gifting us Patterns, Prison Architect, Drunken Robot Pornography, Shoot Mania Storm, Defiance.
Holy shit.
Sang Froid Tales of Werewolves, Strike Suit Zero Collector's Edition.
Oh, Strike Suit Zero. I want to play that.
That looks real good.
Expect a lot of dry runs, everybody. Dude, Prison Architect?
Fuck yeah.
That is going to become something.
Yes.
Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, but holy shit, thanks, MCP.
Wow.
I guess if you're going to gift stuff.
Kumar died.
Kumar died.
Can't handle it. We're going to... Oh, is he back?
I don't know. Did you mute him?
No, he might be back.
That's bullshit. I can't believe this.
Oh, you're back.
The amount of gifts that we just got given, because yeah, I can't believe that shit either.
MCP, you're amazing.
Nuts.
I hope you say something in the chat.
Fucking
big ups. Everyone comment on the MCP's baller. I don't like using that word, but I'm excited. Thank you, MCP. You are now providing content for a lot of people watching. So thank you.
Was the magnitude of that list so extreme that it broke Skype? Is that what just happened?
Did you miss the list, Kumar?
Well, okay, so you're like, we just got gifted, and then it just started getting staticky.
Really?
And then it got robotic when you said, so big shout out to MCP for giving us this massive list of games or whatever, and then it just died.
Okay, so I'm gonna read it to you. We got Patterns. We got Prison Architect. We got Drunken Robot Pornography. Fantastic game name.
Is that a game? What the hell is that?
Yeah, it's an indie game. Shoot Mania Storm. Defiance, which is the new MMO coming out.
Yep.
And Sang Froid, Tales of Werewolves, and Strike Suit Zero Collector's Edition. Jeez. Don't know what that one is. I cannot wait to try them.
Strike Suit Zero is like a Rogue Squadron type flight sim, except also then your ship can turn into like a Gundam.
Yeah,
it's fly around.
Fucking awesome.
Okay, we're gonna have a good time doing some dry runs. But anyways, thanks a lot to MCP.
I really want to play Strike Suit Zero.
I really do too.
All right, well, we're gonna get to those at some point. But anyways, wow, now I don't. What the hell were we even talking about? This is exciting.
Strike Suit Zero now, apparently. What is Prison Architect?
It is pretty much okay. Imagine this is gonna be just shitty, but like imagine like The Sims, but you're designing a prison. Or no, not like The Sims. Have you ever played like a Dungeon Keeper game? No. Have you ever played Evil Genius? All right, so it's like The Sims City, like Sim City, except for instead of commerce, industry, and all that stuff, I think you have to build like jail cells, let's say, where you can sleep. Then you have to build like a recreational center thingy, and maybe like a place with like a cafeteria.
You run the
prison. Then have you played Roller Coaster Tycoon?
Yes.
It's that but prison.
It's that but prison.
It's Prison Tycoon.
It's Prison Tycoon.
Okay.
Actually, I think there was talk of making that an expansion for something, or there was a mod community along that.
So, well, I'm.
Jesus fuck.
I was trying to say like I am shocked, but I was gonna use the words torn asunder, but that sounds like I've been like, destroyed.
Torn asunder.
That's not even. I'm at a loss of words. But anyway, yeah. So that's that. Were we talking about Gears?
I don't know what the hell we were talking
Gears
about.
of War Judgment is different, but good not necessarily in a Gears of War way.
But so what I wanted to explain for Gears of War Judgment was that the multiplayer for the other Gears, I've always hopped into it like days of launch and been like, oh, this is super sweet, but instantly been frustrated with the multiplayer because it was a type of game like how Dan explained that he liked it was that you liked how being down was a bit more. You knew that your life...
there is a threat to every second of that game, because if you are killed, you are out for the entire round.
And what they
it means that the game starts out tense.
Yeah, but in this one, pretty much every game mode is
also it plays a lot slower, and you want to use cover and pick your weapons that you're going to use carefully because you've got one life to live. In this game, watching you play some multiplayer matches, people are just fucking running in with shotguns. It's just
I love it.
People getting blown up and just like it is a different game.
Now,
dudes getting blown, all this crazy stuff happen. No, but I'm sorry, but no, it's a lot faster. In every mode, you can respawn, and there's no respawn timer. There's an 8-second automatically respawn, or you just hit A button and you're automatically in the second you die, pretty much.
Even in the Horde replacement.
Even in the Horde replacement. So it's a lot more fast paced. Everybody's rolling in with shotguns, dying, rolling in with shotguns, dying, rolling in with shotguns, dying. Mm-hmm. But it's for some reason a lot of fun. It's that feeling. I know I've said it a few times in this podcast where the reason I play Black Ops is going in, loading it up, hitting one button, I'm in a match, and then I can just keep going and going. Whenever I'm done, that's it. Like I can just quit out and feel like I've done something. Well, they've mastered that, I feel, in this Gears. I can hop in really quick. It switches between maps really fast. It just keeps going. Despite there only being 4 multiplayer maps.
I almost feel like it's Gears of War Judgment is to the rest of the Gears of War series as Ghost Recon Future Soldier is to the rest of the Ghost Recon series. You remember when we played that multiplayer there for a little bit, and people were just running in and playing it like a shooter, but the second that Yumi and Dustin started like actually taking cover and coordinating stuff, we would start winning every single time.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder if the like old way that Gears of War worked would still make you better at the game. But that's the thing. It's a fundamental gameplay change. It's not just like...
Now, if I ever try to go back to Gears 3 or Gears 2 or Gears 1 and try and play the actual multiplayer...
You can't go back to Gears 1 or 2.
Yeah.
They're too...
That's true. But I mean, well, them especially then, if ever I try to go back to them and play the actual Versus, maybe not the Horde mode because that won't matter as much, but trying to play the way I play now, which is running in pretty much like without a care, just blowing people away if I die, whatever.
If you lose your first encounter, that's it.
Yeah. So...
Really?
Well, yeah, then you're out for the rest of the round.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So...
Okay.
The core game modes of Gears 1 and 2, they added some variety in 3.
Yeah.
The core gameplay of that was, it starts out, it was 4v4 in Gears 1 and 5v5 in Gears 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And then it's last man standing.
Mm-hmm.
Every single game type.
Until they added Annex, I think. And then that was in the first one they patched in Annex. And then now it had respawns. And everybody's like, whoa, respawns. What the fuck is this?
And then Gears 2 had Annex as well, I think. And then Gears 3 has a team deathmatch version, which is... It's still based on lives, but you can respawn. It's first to 25 kills, but the first 20 of those kills are people respawning after you kill them.
Okay.
Then the last 5, it goes into that team is on old Gears of War mode where they're dead and they are out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, it's just weird because I wasn't expecting to... Not that I thought Gears of War was bad, but I just wasn't expecting to have as much of a good time as I have been with it. And it's been good. I don't know, it hit that spot that I wanted, and it's still hitting it, as bad as that sounds. And I bought the season pass of it. I like it because it's only 2 map packs, and sure, I think they might do another season pass of it later, or maybe that's it.
But it's supposed to be tons of game modes.
It's a few game modes, and it's at least 2 map packs.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which isn't much, but I like how...
But the season pass is also only $15.
Yeah.
Oh, really? It was only 15?
Yeah, so that's what's awesome is you don't feel like you're making as big of an investment, but you're still going to get something. So it's almost like a demo season pass. You know, like you just kind of, here's a few maps. Maybe we'll put out another season pass later for another 15. If you're still having fun, that's cool. Instead of something like Black Ops where it's like, no, you're settled in for the year. You got to buy this now, and then you're going to get all these map packs. So
yeah,
I kind of like that. But yeah, I bought the season pass. I've even bought a little bit of the microtransaction stuff. I got some pink guns and some pink armor. And
oh, really?
I did it just to...
Were they expensive or were they pretty reasonably priced?
It was $3.20 for the skin pack, so I think that's just under $5.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say $4, and then the other one, which was I think $2.40 for the guns. So I think like $7 for all that.
Not bad.
And the reason I do it, I know it's stupid. It's a really dumb reason, but I feel like when I'm playing Gears, it's just seeing the pinkness kind of... It helps me not... That sounds bad. It helps me realize, like, I'm not in this seriously. I'm just here to have some fun. Like, it just... I keep seeing it and you get, like, this little smirk. Like, you know what? This is good fun. I'm just having fun here. I don't... People could yell at me or we could have, like, a shit match. I'm like, I'm wearing pink. I don't give a shit. I'm having a good time. I don't know. My voice...
I'm wearing?
Yeah, my voice doesn't drastically change like that though when I'm playing.
When you're wearing pink.
Yeah. What's up, you guys?
Hey, boys. How you doing?
But not become like some weird. Anyway, but yeah, no. But I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I'm kind of glad that I got it now. It went from me being like, "This is gonna be a bad purchase, isn't it?" to "Wow, let's play a shit ton of this." So now I'm pretty much torn between Gears, Judgment, BioShock Infinite. I still have to finish Tomb Raider. Still gotta finish God of War Ascension, and I still have to finish. I have to. Well, actually, I've recently also gotten into Bit Trip Runner 2.
Apparently Terraria.
And Terraria, I guess. Now this is it. I've started. It's begun. I've never really played Terraria on PC that much.
I don't know. I only played Terraria really during the marathon that one time.
What'd you think of it?
I liked it. Had a lot of fun. I played 9 hours straight.
Okay, so you can't just. I like.
Was that recently though?
It was
Or?
kind of cool.
No, that was during the first marathon.
First marathon, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Because
okay,
you didn't really.
Yeah, because Dan and I sat back there for one night and just played. We had like a crazy huge mine system, and we mined down to hell and all this crazy stuff.
Jeez.
Speaking of
That's
mining,
also the most I've ever played of Terraria. So.
Yeah.
But speaking of mining down to hell and all this crazy stuff in Terraria, it's from the same people who made I think it's the same people who made the Minecraft port for the 360.
Really?
And what I would like to know is, I wonder.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, it's the J4 or whatever games.
What? No, this is.
Or it's published by them.
505. Is
Really?
Terraria.
Yeah.
I thought it was the same. Oh, fuck, it's so stupid. Anyway, but I could have sworn at some point I saw they had something to do with it, or maybe they spoke to him about it or something. I don't know. I remember seeing their name somehow attached to it at some point, or maybe I'm just been doing that space cocaine and I don't know what's going on. But
That is possible too.
no, the 360 version of Minecraft had a sort of world limit that was very apparent. You could kind of just walk off to an island and everything was surrounded by the ocean, and you could only swim a certain distance before it would just kind of stop you. So I'm kind of wondering if Terraria is going to have that same issue. However,
you're capped into a certain location.
But what surprised me is whenever you create your worlds in Terraria, it still gave you the option of like, hey, do you want a tiny world? Do you want a medium-sized world? Or do you want a large world? So it's possible that Terraria levels are a lot smaller to keep in memory or to save or whatever. So there's no limitation, but I would just hate to dig down and then feel like, oh, well, I've gotten everything there is to do in this map. Because Terraria, you make a character and it kind of can travel across all your maps. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
It's across everything.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if it's going to have to become like, oh, we've gotten everything we can in this map. Okay, time to make a new map and then see what else we can get. So,
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm actually very surprised that Terraria is also $15 for both consoles. It's also on the PS3. But because I think it's like $2 we were saying before this. It's $2 on Steam.
$2.50.
$2.50 on Steam.
And it's
so.
regular.
Way too
10,
expensive for the consoles.
So, but it adds a lot of new stuff that isn't actually on the PC version. But
Minecraft is actually $10 cheaper on consoles. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, it has a lot more stuff that's actually not on the PC version. Don't ask me what, because I don't actually know. I've never been a huge Minecraft Terraria player, but I want to start. So hopefully this 360 version is going to help me because it's a more comfortable experience so far. Yeah, I don't know. $15 is a lot, but all that patch stuff should hopefully make its way to the PC at some point. So don't fret if you're.
Yeah, I remember there was a big stink about that.
Yeah,
because he said he was done with it and he wasn't going to be doing anything else.
And it was suddenly like, hey.
Was that? Did he say that to the PC community though, or was that just in general kind of thing? He just said that he was done.
Well, no, he said he was done updating it and doing anything else with it.
Yeah.
And,
okay. But this was like way before the console version was announced.
Yeah.
So it wasn't
it was like a year before the console version.
Yeah.
And then the PC community kind of flipped their shit.
Once
they found out that there was going to be new content in it.
But that will not necessarily be coming to PC.
Yeah.
So I think that's it for what we've played.
I think. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Did NCP just messaged us or left us on the chat? That's actually the Defiance Deluxe Edition.
Holy shit!
I
don't.
Fuck.
Thank you, ever so much. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this week. I don't remember. I played more Monster Hunter. I'm still very much enjoying that, but that's pretty much that's the gist of what I've been playing. I can't.
All right, so let's go to news.
I haven't yet played Slender: The Arrival, but if you guys want to watch that at some point, maybe on the weekend.
Actually, scary game update thingy here, just quickly.
Sure.
So I almost shat my pants because I watched the demo of was it Outlast?
Last of Us.
No, not Last of Us.
Outlast, the thing that's pretty much like Amnesia but really jacked up.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet, but I've heard about it.
Okay, so this is the way that you need to do this. A buddy of mine sits me down with probably the most ridiculously accurate headphones I've ever seen in my life in terms of the way that they actually present sound.
Okay.
And from what I understand, they simulate 9.1 surround sound through these headphones. The guy dropped upwards of $1,000 or something. Like, he's an audio producer, so he spent upwards of $1,000 or something on these headphones. So he sits me down with this, like an incredibly high resolution television, and plays this thing on full like 1080p or whatever, and tells me, he says, if you do this, I will, you know, I'll take care of dinner and everything. I'll hook us up with us other shit. We were going out, like a bunch of us guys were kind of going out that night. So he's like, I'll take care of everything. I just really want to see your reaction to this. I'm like, okay, fine. So I sat through it. Never again. I'm never playing that game. I'm never, ever playing that game.
Really? Is it that
Wait,
bad?
is it out? Like you can actually play a demo?
No.
What's the video?
This was just like, I'm pretty sure it was just like some E3 demo or something that he played for me. But it
was just a video though, or did you have?
Yeah, it was. This was just a video.
I was like, did you just get your hands on something that we can like fucking
do? No, this was just a video.
Okay.
But here's the thing: the what do you call it? The premise of the game is that you like it's pitch black everywhere, right? In this, so it's a news reporter, I believe, is what this guy's profession is.
Okay.
And he goes into this like insane asylum to find out like what's going on, and I think there's some sort of a mystery surrounding it in terms of like murders and all this other crazy shit. So he goes in there. And the fool only takes a camcorder that has some sort of a little like night vision filter on it or something. So you don't have
like you should.
Yeah,
just
absolutely, right. So you don't have a flashlight. You literally pull this thing up to your eye, and you look through using the night vision to try and figure out what's going on. So everything from the heavier breathing to the noise that you hear around the environment, all this other crazy shit, the visual fidelity of the game, all of it is I want to say it's the scariest game I've seen ever. And that's coming from, I haven't really played scary games aside from just Dead Space and stuff. But,
All right.
Man, like, Riccio, watch this game, because if you don't bring back Fright Days,
oh god damn it! Don't mention it.
I can guarantee you right now that whether it be the people who are followers on the channel or people who just join us through the chat room stuff, everyone's gonna request it when they actually see it.
Somebody actually requested it this week. They were
you're
like, whenever this
probably
comes out.
gonna die playing this game.
That's actually the only reason I know what it is because someone last night when I was playing BioShock came in. They're like, "Have you heard of Outlast?" I'm like, "No." Tell me about it. They're like, it's worse than Amnesia. I'm like, fuck. Great. Now everybody in the channel knows about this. So,
watch after this cast is over. Just go and watch that video.
Do you think you can actually provide us with a link either for people in the channel or so we can post it on below the video version, so people can go click it and actually see it for themselves to see what you're talking about? Yeah, that'd be fantastic. But yeah, I'll check it out. And for people from my channel who enjoyed Fright Days, it's not gonna be Fright Days anymore because I don't want to keep them to only Fridays, but because of Slender the Arrival this week, I'm going to probably jump back into that. I've been playing some scary Gmod maps. Actually, that's something I wanted to mention. Gmod has a lot of scary maps that you can go through with like a buddy and you can just kind of explore. And some of them are actually co-op based where it does some interesting stuff. Like you'll be walking through the map and it'll teleport one of you to another part of the map that looks absolutely similar. So you'll kind of turn around and be like, no, I'm in the same hallway. Where are you at? Like, no, I'm still in that hallway. Where did you go? And then you kind of have like these... It's everything I wish, I guess, Dead Space 3 would have maybe done. But, no, I didn't know the type of stuff you could do in Gary's mod. Like, just put, like, a picture or a GIF and just have that move at you and then add, like, a screaming sound attached to it. So, you're used to having, like, the Combine models or, like, the zombie models kind of flying at you. But some of the maps we played legitimately just had, like, this crazy, huge demon face at the end of the hallway and just have it accelerate really fast while screaming at you.
Really?
And it's, like, bigger than, like... taking over your whole monitor and just flying at you. So it's cheap scares, but it's
fun nonetheless.
It was really fun. I was like, oh god, what else can this stupid engine do? So yeah. Yeah, scary games. I'll be trying to play more of them if I can, as often as I kind of can. But yeah. All right. So do we want to
let's hit up some news?
Hit up some news. We have actually a lot of news to
Well, we had PAX East that came out or happened.
And GDC is happening right now.
Yes,
so there's a lot of craziness, craziness going on. So I'm gonna try to cover my Terraria here, considering that it is nighttime, so it doesn't matter, and throw up a full screen to play some trailers for everybody watching the video version. So Battlefield 4 was officially announced / shown.
14 minutes of gameplay footage.
17.
Is 17? I was right first.
Yeah, 17.
Right.
And
get it right, Somppi. Jeez.
I'm gonna skip through this video a bit. The fidelity of the graphics looks really good. I believe I stole that word from you, Kumar or whatever.
No,
or whoever said that.
Dan?
Dan, maybe.
Was that you,
the
Dan?
English language.
Somebody said that.
I did use it earlier.
Did I say
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I said it earlier.
Okay, it was Kumar.
Okay, but yeah, no, it looks really good. I like how they're kind of making more of a movie-ish thing out of it. However, like I was telling Dan and Devin before, I don't think they'll be able to keep up that amount of a cinematic experience.
I hope if they can maintain it, like you said when we were watching it, like they did a pretty good job of doing it with Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
And it kind of dipped off right at the end. So if they can keep up with it through most of the game, then
Though in all fairness, Medal of Honor Warfighter was just about 4 hours.
fucking yeah,
So-
that's true.
Well, question about Battlefield 3. So I don't have a crazy gaming rig. Did it look really good on a powerful PC?
It looked really good. However, the character faces were a bit more wooden and didn't really have much going for it, except for in
I
like
found
the
a couple were mushy.
yeah, but except for the before mission. Sit around in a room filled with dust talking to people. Those faces looked really good.
Yeah.
But in Warfighter, the faces and characters just got like jumped up a notch and they look freaking fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's a couple of scenes where you're flying around doing drops off to different kind of mission objectives.
Yeah.
And the faces that of like guys beside you just
Yeah.
look absolutely phenomenal. There's one dude who has a really huge beard, and it looks like his beard's almost completely rendered like by itself.
Yeah.
It's pretty insane.
Yeah.
Those beards, I tell you.
Well, it's like, okay, this beard would put you to shame, man. It is a massive beard. It looked like it swallowed half of his Kevlar vest.
But I will say that the game looks really good, except for there's a few parts in the trailer or the gameplay showing thing video where the second the combat starts and they start firing at people, it has like the same sort of AI. It's like stuck behind cover and it pops out and shoots you and then hides again, and then pops out and shoots you, and oh, maybe it'll run to another cover. It doesn't really, I don't know.
Not dynamic.
It's not really that dynamic. It's not that it's not dynamic. It just is exactly kind of like Battlefield 3 was, which it should, considering that this is actually really soon after Battlefield 3.
Less than a year.
Just
over a year.
Just over. Well, actually, I think it's almost like a year and a half. So wasn't it September?
I thought.
No, yeah, it would have been
just
last.
a year and a half.
Yeah, about a year and a half ago. But
No, what?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes,
year
and a half.
year and a
yes.
half.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
getting my years mixed up.
But no, it looks really cool. There's a lot more cinematic stuff. If you're watching the video version, I'm gonna try to cut to a scripted scene that they kind of show here. But I think one thing that I might actually play through the audio is something we're laughing about is the Battlefield 3. The thing that people talked about for the trailers that they showed when that game was coming out was the kind of iconic like, and they really went and outdid themselves for this one.
Almost like
To the extreme.
it is
like,
a parody of itself.
Yeah.
Is it all dubstepped?
No, it's what we. You know that thing that you heard
Oh,
before
that
the
noise that you
podcast.
played.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
So
It's just noise.
yeah, it's just noise, and
Just
it's kind of
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Crazy amounts of
The scene you're seeing right now is a pretty cool scripted scene where there's like a lot of debris and falling and cool camera angles and
Man,
explosions.
show them the
and
birds.
dust.
There's so many birds.
Okay, so we can try to for Kumar's sake. If you guys can see this on the video version, I'm gonna skip to it. Maybe I went a little bit too. Yeah, so there's birds. There's a lot of birds.
Kumar's watching this and he just lost his shit.
Just oh my god, birds.
Look how many fucking birds there are, man. There's so many of them.
But all right, so I think I got the timing down for where in this trailer it decides to hit
Where
us.
did they come from?
Why are there so many birds?
Oh, this is actually a different trailer, so I actually have to figure out.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
There it is. So
Nice stop.
if
That's
we
a
if
real
I can
nice
just
stop.
load in the sound here really quick, and I'm sorry if it's going to be deafening for anybody
All
listening.
audio listeners, watch your ears.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
we warn you
here's
now.
here's a forewarning. I'm going to load it in here. I don't know what it's going to sound like, but here we go in 3, 2, 1.
It's so stupid.
Somebody.
It's
So that's-
so
but,
stupid.
But the thing that really like boggles my mind is somebody had to listen to that and think,
Yeah.
"Fucking
Yeah.
great,
You got it.
That
You got it.
That is what we are looking for."
Guys like hitting heroin. He's like fucking. I can feel it, but no. It's yeah.
It's so stupid.
It's just like what the fuck was
And
that?
it like flashing Battlefield 4.
And
I feel like that is a fan-made joke trailer.
I
Like
really
that's how crazy it is.
I really hope that there's going to be like commercials with that sound, just so that you're going to go see the next hit movie in the theaters and like THX sound system, you're just waiting outside, you're like still paying your ticket, or you're entering the theater actual building and you just hear it echoing through the walls like you're like, oh god, they're playing that goddamn commercial again, aren't they? So
everybody knows exactly what it is.
Yeah, so that's new Battlefield.
Yep,
everybody. Speaking of Battlefield,
ridiculous.
Speaking of Battlefield 4, actually, EA went ahead and said we're not going to make it for the Wii U. Why? Because that's risky as hell.
Because Call of Duty pulled in 400 people.
Yeah, probably.
Seriously,
but
yeah, it was some ridiculously low number, but the online multiplayer at most had 400 people playing.
Yeah, so
which
it's
Gears of War 3. Now that its sequel is out, has a good couple thousand of people still playing.
It's terrible, but
that's honestly sad.
But yeah, so that sucks. That kind of is a hit to Nintendo because they really got to get their shit together.
It is they're trying to be a next gen console.
Yeah,
you're failing.
I say trying because
yeah,
it's the right word, Dan.
Yeah.
And there was I don't know if I actually have the news thing here, but there was a report of people. There was Shop 2, which is a UK retailer, that was getting, I guess, like fed up that their consoles weren't actually selling, that they weren't selling the Wii U that much. So the recommended price was £250, I want to say, or
yes,
pounds,
okay.
Sure. And they slashed the price themselves to $189.
What?
This is against Nintendo's will, kind of.
Yeah, like they didn't act like they're just like, we have to get this shit off the shelves. So
yeah, well, it costs them money to keep it there. So.
Yeah, and it didn't increase their sales. In fact, they still like really didn't sell any.
That is
because people don't care, man. People don't give a shit anymore.
Which sucks. Which really sucks. And I think also, I don't know the other news place, but there's somebody else figured out that they kind of did the math and figured out that maybe the price to create a Wii U is roughly $225, I think, US.
Seriously?
So they're not making that much money off it, and they're not really selling. So
well, I think they said that if they sell one game, then it's profitable.
Yeah. So that kind of sucks.
That's really weird.
Actually, Riccio, how do you feel about the console right now?
I'm definitely still glad I have it. The games that I have played on it, I've definitely had a lot of fun. However, the games that I've really enjoyed on it probably still could have been played on other consoles. I know Zombie was a bit better having the map in your hand and having that kind of experience, but it still could have been done on like another console. So until stuff like Rayman Legends comes out, where you can have like a cool co-op experience with somebody on the screen and all this crazy stuff happening, and although that's now on every other console too, so maybe not that one doesn't even matter anymore. Maybe Pikmin 3 will be that one thing that's going to be like, oh shit,
everybody just loses it.
Gotta have a Wii U for that, so maybe. But yeah, especially with the PS4 and possibly the next Xbox being this holiday season.
Yeah,
probably anybody who's thinking of getting one, unless there's something that you really want, and if you're a huge Monster Hunter fan, possibly that console is worth it just for that, maybe. But yeah, it's
well, Nintendo has Monster Hunter and Pokemon now, so
it's really hard to kind of go ahead and recommend.
They've got what they need.
Yeah, but I still have fun with it. Like it's too bad because every time I end up pulling it out and having people over, and then we all kind of play with it. That sounds bad. It's a hell of a lot of fun, and it all the times that it brings back that sort of couch co-op-y Nintendo Land experience, it's super sweet. But it's too bad that it doesn't happen often enough, because you still need to have people come over and then feel like playing it and then play that, instead of just being like, you're at home, you want to play some like Borderlands? Cool, we'll play some Borderlands. Let's load in. Just minimal effort.
Yeah.
So anyway, but yeah, I don't know. But speaking of the Wii U, I've complained a lot in the past about the loading screens, and I'm gonna be able to load up a video here. I realized I was just showing my blank desktop there for a while. They're going to be patching the speed for loading between in and out of apps. So they put out a video to compare what it was before to what it was after, to what it will be after. And this patch is going to come out in April. And in the comparison video, it appears
chunk of time.
It appears that it cuts off just about 15 seconds when quitting out of a game. And it's always had a large delay going from like the main Wii menu to even the settings to the Miiverse to your friends list to like Wii U call or whatever the hell I can't remember that Wii U video chat.
WeChat?
Wii U chat or something. All that stuff always had such a huge delay, and it's cutting it down to like probably 5 seconds per loading. And I know 5 maybe still sounds like a lot, but
well, I feel like it's about the same length as like dashboarding out on Xbox. Or something.
Yeah, that's true.
But what's crazy is that people might have thought like, hey, before, oh, it's not that much of a loading screen, but for it to cut off 15 seconds, imagine that you're putting in a game and then you're cutting through like a menu to, I don't know, like cutting between different parts of the system and then loading up the game and then quitting out after. All that would add up to maybe being like a minute or 2 per time you launch your Wii U that you're saving, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you were to like tally that up for every time you're turning on your Wii U, you'd probably be saving like an hour of your life or more. Not staring at like a stupid little spirally thing going loading, loading, loading. So that's good.
I think that it's funny that you basically said that in your entire Wii U's lifetime, you're only going to turn on like 30 times.
Yeah. I think that's really funny. It's kind of sad. It's really sad, but really funny nonetheless.
The most I've ever seen you turn on your Wii U is by accident while moving that controller.
Really?
Yeah.
I will say that Monster Hunter in the past week has made my Wii U turn on for over 20 hours, probably. I think well, actually, no, that's a lie. I'm at 18 hours in the game.
Jeez.
So that was good. And I still intend to play way more of it. So Monster Hunter was a good call by Nintendo for buying out whatever rights they could to put that only on their system. So that's good. But anyways, speaking of console-y stuff, there's also been a shit ton of PlayStation 4 information that was released or talked about.
Dumped.
Dumped from I don't know if it was PAX or if it was GDC. I think it's GDC.
I thought it was PAX that
they might have done a bit both, but I think this more recent stuff, some of it was more, I don't know, it was all compiled together.
I'm pretty sure it was like a PlayStation blog actually.
Oh, really? Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
we're both fucking wrong.
Everybody's fucking wrong. No. The one thing I want to mention first is the PlayStation 4 user experience is what they're calling it, which I don't know if that's what they mean is like the UI, like the cross media bar. Apparently it's being called Connected UX.
Okay.
Doesn't really roll off the tongue.
Not at all.
Connected X?
Nothing Sony does ever rolls off the tongue.
Connected X.
The cross media bar does not roll off the tongue.
Cross media kind of sounds yummy.
The Xbox dashboard does not roll off the tongue.
Yeah, but if you go like cross media bar, you kind of raise some eyebrows like, ooh, what is that? Sounded kind of Dota.
Does UNX stand for anything?
No,
UNX?
not yet.
Connected X.
Their quote from the senior staff engineer is, the thought process behind Connected X is that everything.
Now you're calling it Connected X.
Connected X. Is everything and everyone is well connected.
What they really need to do is just hire Dan and let him freaking knock some sense into them.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, Dan, if you had actually been on the marketing team for that? Yo, we're gonna call this shit Connected X.
Unless it's like Connected User Cross Media Bar.
I like
Connected User Experience.
That's what it is.
My fuck. Why is it not an E?
Because
not an E.
You don't.
Look at me cutting off letters. Why is it not an E?
At least we can go Connected X. You can't go Connected
Connect the ducks.
Anyway, 2 ducks.
So that's it's every time you hit a button. But yeah, so they kind of detailed that. They said that, and they also said some stuff about the friends system, sort of. What is it? Oh, they said that the 100-person friend list limit gone, but it still has a limit. No, it's PS3 as well.
Oh,
and that's gone. Well, it's not gone, but it's not 100 anymore. It's gonna be higher. They didn't say what it's gonna be though.
102.
15.
We did good, right? But yeah, so they also mentioned that if you have a Vita, remote play is just going to always be happening. So you can just kind of bring your Vita, hit like a button or connect to it somehow, like do your stuff on your Vita, and then boom, your screen is now on your Vita, you're just controlling it. I'm pretty sure there's going to be like a little bit more to...
The PS3 has the ability to do that as well. All it takes is a little bit of custom firmware, and you can stream everything from your PS3 to a Vita.
That's the thing, is they're taking that and they're just being like, no, that's built in now. What's up?
There's a video that's been circling around of someone just playing BioShock Infinite on his Vita.
Oh, wow.
You don't even have to mod the Vita. You just mod the PS3 because...
You also got stuff.
But anyway, so they mentioned that. They mentioned that there's also gonna be an app coming for the iPhone and Android, which will allow you to also use that as a second screen. You won't have control. You won't be able to do remote play, but you'll be able to watch what you're doing, which I guess could be cool my idea was that, let's say we're doing a marathon or something, and like, oh, we're playing something really cool on the PS4, and it's super exciting. Oh wait, Devin, you got to go bake a fucking turkey or something. Sweet, just bring Dan's iPad in the kitchen. He could just keep watching what's going on. Doesn't really matter.
That would be really fucking sick.
Stuff like that could be cool. Or if the PS4, it's probably tossing shit. It's probably gonna have some pretty cool stuff going on there. So maybe if you like watching the live stream stuff, maybe you can download the app and then watch other people's consoles as well. And I don't know.
It'd be interesting to get into the.
It's
a little easier to get into streaming instead of
it's actually a little bit unfortunate that they are giving that option, because that would have been the biggest sell to buy a Vita. But now that they're like, or just do it on your tablets and stuff, and just use the tablet and a PS3 controller, and that might actually be a better experience than on a Vita, because you'll have the triggers.
But also I wonder if it's limited to your console, or if it's the same streaming service that you'll have on the PS4 where you'll be able to watch what your friends are doing. Because that'd be hella cool if you could be like on Skype with your buddy and he's like, oh dude, like I'm enjoying myself. You should check out this fucking sweet game I just bought. And be like, oh sweet, let me just load up my iPad or Android touch thingy or just my phone or just pull out your Samsung something and just kind of watch and be like, dude, that's sick. Like I really want to play this and I'm making dinner or I'm taking a poop. I don't know. Just, you could have, not that you'd be on Skype while pooping, but maybe some people do this. I don't know.
Riccio,
I don't.
Is there something you need to tell us?
If I can bring this mic upstairs, I would do it. No, but yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to hear a lot more stuff about the PS4. I'm getting more and more excited. There is one more thing.
I want to just say as well that MCP has donated to Unity as well. So
is that so? We're gonna try to figure out, I guess, here.
Thank you, MCP.
But you are a certain boss here. But anyway, I swear there's something else that they mentioned. It was about the share button or... Oh, no. They mentioned that there's no 6-axis. Obviously, we already knew this. There's an accelerometer and a gyroscope into the controller. The touchscreen actually clicks in, too. So it does have a...
Oh, nice, really? Like, it's got tactic feedback.
They said it feels real good. The L2
exactly right. It feels real good.
Real good.
You want to keep touching it.
The L2 and R2 triggers are actually they turn the other way sort of, so you can actually safely put your PS4 controller down if you're playing Dark Souls 3 or 2 or whatever the hell, and not murder people accidentally in front of you like I've done millions of times, which is sweet. And what else? The sticks have been tightened. Now, I don't know if it's like...
Oh, good. Good.
But what I don't know is it like 360 tightened or like, it's not as weak as the DualShock 3. So I don't know what... Hopefully it's a nice middle ground. Because if it was tighter, but like still the DualShock sort of precision, not like the 360's kind of like nudgy, kind of not crust, but like it just there's something...
Weird tickiness.
By precision, do you mean swimmy?
Sort of. I guess so. So there's these words, I don't know. I like it more to be like potato. Smooth. Are potatoes smooth?
No, they're not. They're lumpy.
No.
Fuck it. Anyway,
smooth like a potato.
Potato smooth. Hey girl, you potato smooth. I think I'm saying potatoes because of like how many times that's just the word potato comes up in BioShock for no reason.
What is wrong with you?
But anyway, no.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
They always they refer to certain race things as potato eaters or something. I don't know. Anyway, point is.
The Irish.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe.
Thanks, Dan.
Anyway, so
well, no, the way they segregate in BioShock is colored or Irish people are
really
less than human apparently.
Wow. Sensitive.
No, what's really weird is that they also talked about the PS4's video like Kinect thing, and they mentioned that the resolution, it has 2 cameras, each one shooting in 1280 by 800, so that's like higher than 720p. 2 cameras on the front of that thing. It also,
beastly.
And this is what's fucking weird, is this thing has 3-axis gyroscope on the camera.
I'm just here to say words for you.
Thank you. So,
like, is this how we do this now?
No. So here's what I'm thinking.
Just what we do.
Here's what I'm thinking. You turn on your PlayStation 4. You go, Then you load up the newest PlayStation 4.
What do you mean turn on? You mean you just resume your PlayStation 4?
You resume your PlayStation. You yell out PlayStation 4, resume yourself.
PlayStation assemble!
It has voice recognition, so PlayStation assemble.
PlayStation assemble!
It goes, yes, Commander. And then you're just like, okay, cool. And then...
Great.
And then, great. and then it loads up. And then it's just like, oh, sweet, let me pop in Star Wars PlayStation Connect 2. And then you put that in.
PlayStation Connect.
And then here's what's going to go on. It's going to be like, hey, pick up your PlayStation camera thing and just flail that thing like a fucking lightsaber because that's your new weapon. And then
the camera itself?
Yeah, it has gyroscope stuff in it.
Oh.
So it's weird. I don't know what that... I'd say that's maybe if you're
it's a Wii U wand now. Like, that's what it is. It's now a Wii U. Your PlayStation 4, you buy it, and it has this little slot that you slot in a Wii U. And then it's just... done.
Sounds like a fantastic idea.
Like a CD.
Just like an expansion slot.
But no, I think what it's going to be for is that if ever you had like a weird surface that you're trying to hook it on, like if you're like hanging it from a ceiling fan or something, it's going to be able to tell which way is up and down.
I should picture the camera like whipping around on a ceiling fan.
But because of the gyroscope, it'll be like, I'm spinning and I'm looking partially downwards. I know exactly where you are. Don't worry, Commander Devin.
Your PlayStation 4 just says, please slow down. Stop swinging me. Please stop swinging me.
Why was I programmed to feel nausea? But no,
not pain, just nausea.
Yeah, it's like just data coming out of me. Anyways, I think it's cool. I think that's helpful because you have the Kinect that kind of looks down like, oh, there's the floor. This will be like, okay, I'm pointing downwards and you're probably upwards. I know where the stuff is. You're not playing on a wall or something. I don't know.
So they've done Kinect better than Kinect?
They've probably done Kinect better than Kinect. So there's that. I'm kind of excited for the PS4 stuff. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm just catering to being like, it's the best. But I don't know.
I'm actually, like, because I don't know anything about the Durango, really, like, there hasn't been as much the rumors and stuff that I've been able to substantiate. PlayStation 4 seems like it's taken some steps in the right direction.
Yeah, there was a... oh, yeah, we should mention the controllers. All the buttons are now digital except for the triggers, so they're just on-off. There's no...
Oh, there's no half press?
Yeah, it seems. Which I guess makes it like fully mechanical to make it like response time, like blam.
Yeah.
Bam.
Blam.
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 But
that's the noise it makes too every time you press a button.
Yeah. But anyway,
I just want mine to scream.
That's how they are on Vita.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's
very clicky.
I like that.
Click clack.
I like it's my keyboard. Oh no, somebody in the chat saying that it's only the L and R, but they mentioned the face buttons are also mechanical. Maybe not the sticks, but the face buttons were.
The sticks.
Yeah.
Oh.
What the hell is happening?
Does that sound good?
It really hurt.
Does that sound good?
No.
Yeah, but anyways,
Your dick.
continuing on. Did we mention we talked about Metal Gear Solid 5? I'm just gonna play the trailer
Briefly
on the screen while we're talking about stuff. Actually, I should read up something.
Hey everyone, it was actually the Phantom Pain.
Yeah, and they even loaded in. Okay, actually, we'll talk a bit more about it because.
Also, it's Ground Zeroes.
It's Ground Zeroes. It's apparently Phantom Pain. It's all of it's Metal Gear Solid 5 apparently. What's crazy is they mentioned it's going to be on the PS3, on the 360, and it's an open world game. And once again, reusing Kumar's word here, fidelity of this game looks freaking fantastic, and I have no idea how the hell it's running on a 360.
We were trying to determine how is this 360.
Well, you said they're running this demo
on a PC.
On PC,
okay.
yeah,
that makes more sense.
So I could see this type of stuff working on a PS3, but the fact that they said they were running the in-game trailer thing on a PC kind of makes me feel like it's probably going to actually be on the PS4 because it's using PC architecture.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Or they're just going to be like 360 PS3, no, just kidding, PC only, MMO Metal Gear Solid. It'll be like, wow.
And everybody loses it.
Is there any official talk on when they're actually releasing it at all, or?
I don't know.
Well, if it is truthfully Xbox and PS3, it's going to be this year.
Yeah,
it has to, or else the new consoles will be out and it'll be like, well, what is this garbage releasing on the old console?
Yeah.
But it does look really good. But like someone in the chat saying, all the textures look like it'd be, or everything going on looks like it'd be capable on a PS3 because of stuff like we've seen like Uncharted games, the Beyond, Last of Us, all that stuff is pulled off some pretty crazy stuff. But I can't see it on a 360 for some reason.
I can't picture it. I just can't.
So, yeah. Unless they have just it's a lower capped frame rate and it just looks muddy and weirder. But anyway, yeah.
So
so it looks pretty cool. They actually put out a full trailer, but I'm gonna skip to the end here because back when the VGAs aired, people were like, "Yo, that name kind of looks like you can just fit Metal Gear Solid 5 right above it." And of course, when the trailer ends, it totally loads in exactly the way people guessed it.
Yes.
So.
Big surprise.
Boom. Le boom boom. So there's that. We were talking about XCOM earlier. That is officially. I don't know if we talked about this last week. Did we? Yeah. How there's now going to be an iOS port.
No. This was between podcasts.
Sweet. So there's going to be an iOS fully playable everything except for less maps, I believe.
Yes. Less of the random maps.
Yeah, and it's going to be for the iOS. But they said it's going to be priced like an actual retail game.
That's weird.
So
terrible idea.
So I don't know.
Terrible idea.
Or it's sorry.
I hope that they are not that ignorant of the way mobile gaming works.
I should take back my statement.
Yeah, if they go Square Enix, they're not going to succeed at all.
Yeah, but not to. I want to take that back. They didn't say it's going to be like a retail game, but it's going to be priced accordingly. So I don't know if that's going to be like Square Enix pricing.
The most you can legitimately price an iOS game is $10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything higher, no one will buy it.
No. So, yeah. I don't know.
You got some thinking to think about there.
I would definitely, either way, I don't think I'd play that on an iPhone. Maybe an iPad for sure. But either way, I've already played my share.
If it is mobile game priced, I will get it for my iPad.
Yeah.
And we can try it out.
For sure. That sounds good. I'm down with that.
That's just by the end of this year, right? They didn't put a date on that?
No. That's
There's no date?
No, they did. Yeah, they didn't put a date. They said when it's done, I guess. Something that will make Kumar incredibly happy. God of War Ascension, the Trial of Archimedes that Kumar was talking about, is either has been patched or the patch is going to be rolled out. Oh no, patch has been rolled out. That made that ending part hell of a lot easier. Apparently, I didn't even know what it was. I didn't even know what it was. But it's a place where apparently you fight waves upon waves upon waves of enemies. And
what ends up happening, you basically take this elevator down. Actually, I probably shouldn't say this, considering it's towards the end of the game.
Okay. You take an elevator.
Take an elevator down.
You just gave the gist of it. Is that an elevator stops? You gotta get it working again. Every time you do so, I believe there's 3 waves that you go through.
Okay.
And they get, to a certain extent, progressively harder, and to a certain extent, not as hard. And apparently, they made it stone cold deadly first time around, and then I think people complained about it or something. Yep. So here's their response to it.
So this is what they did. They decided that every single wave of enemies that you defeat, I think, drops enough health orbs and enough mana orbs to fully heal and fully mana you up.
I wish they had done this a couple weeks back.
On every difficulty mode, including Titan.
Yeah, that would have made my life a little bit easier. But
so,
didn't you say on your second playthrough on hard, you just beat it first try anyway?
Yeah, I just got through it. I mean, I don't know what everybody was complaining about, quite honestly. If you know how to play the game, you can get through it. But, I mean, it is what it is. If people were having a hard time with it, then here's their response, right? So at least it's good on Sony Santa Monica to do stuff like that, because they're listening to the community, right? So if that's the majority, or even if it's a smaller minority, they're still appeasing the people who wanted it to get done that way. So more power to them, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I've always complained at some games that'll be really fun throughout, and it'll kind of be like an easy, maybe not like a cakewalk, but like an easy game to go through, and then you get to like the final boss, and it's just like face-punchingly hard. And if this sound like I didn't get to this area before the patch dropped, so I don't actually know how it is. But if it was anything like that kind of moment where you're just like you set your controller down and be like, "Fuck this game," like Kumar was talking about, then
what game was I playing that was really hard like that?
Vanquish.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fucking Vanquish.
I'm so sorry.
Challenge 6. Oh my god.
But yeah, so I don't know how it was, but if it was like that, then I'm glad that I'm gonna experience it now as kind of an easier, maybe too easy, but easier.
I still want to see you guys try that, by the way.
The Vanquish?
Not the game, just that challenge.
All right,
we should make a video of just Kumar just trapped in a room with just cameras on him, just playing it.
My god,
slowly losing it.
So sure.
We just keep feeding him energy drinks, so it's just like he's on edge and just sweating.
We can call the video series "Killing."
I can pretty much say it. It's actually the hardest game I played this generation by far.
Can we do that, Kumar? Can we make a video series called "Killing Kumar" and just watch you try?
Try and beat really hard stuff. Yeah.
Unedited, just you smashing your face against this. Just
Just angry yells.
Yeah, with the side live cam of just puppies.
I'll do it.
So speaking of Borderlands 2, not speaking of Borderlands 2, I was doing this.
We weren't even talking about Borderlands 2.
I wanted to try and just be like, no one's paying attention. Speaking of Borderlands 2, no, Borderlands 2 has now officially a new character that has been announced called Craig the Psycho.
Yeah, he looks like a psycho.
Yeah, he looks like a psycho. He's like those psychos that have the huge axe, except for like had like
and
a disformed arm.
Yeah.
But now he has a hole.
He has a whole one.
He has a whole arm,
real big.
So that's been announced.
Also raising the level cap by 11 levels.
Yeah, from 50
to really odd
to 61.
So they finally announced that the character DLC is not season pass. It's going to be $10. If you do not own the season pass, the level upgrade is $5. If you own the season pass, it is free.
Huh. That's a good guess.
So
I wonder if that's the last piece of season pass content is that level thing. Oh, yeah,
it's the level thing. Apparently, it's also going to be tied in with a bit of story, I think.
Oh, well, cool.
But it's also going to add more pearlescent weapons for those levels so that it kind of balances it.
I don't think pearlescent was in Borderlands 2 yet.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Then they only added those weapons in Borderlands 1 when they added the extra levels.
Cool. Okay, so pearlescent's going to be in there, as well as a new game mode, which is it's your new game plus. It's Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's all part of the level cap, the Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, and the pearlescent weapons are 5.
I think they said to do that, you have to start it at level 50, or you will get straight killed.
Wow. So
okay.
So there's that mode, the level cap, and the pearlescent weapons for $5. Or if you have the season pass, it's free. However, there's a new character, Craig the Psycho. $10, not part of the season pass, so you have to pay $10. $10.
You need to pay $10.
$10 no matter what. So there's that.
Seems weird for 2 pieces of content to be coming out close like that and be like, well, this one is 10 part of this season.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a few more PS4 things I want to mention. They mentioned that the PlayStation Store, whatever it's going to be or whatever the PlayStation 4 is going to have, is going to allow the same sort of thing that Steam now does, where you can play alpha games that will slowly kind of upgrade and get better and do all that stuff. So pretty much it's going to be more like it's going to be like a Steam box.
And free to play stuff because
Blacklight Retribution got announced for the PS4, which is a free to play game available now on Steam and all sorts of possible other ways to get to it on PC. But Steam is a good way to get to it. But yeah, so they started with Blacklight Retribution, which is a really awesome game, and the way I was kind of pitching it to you guys is that it's kind of cool that the PS4 is going to come out, and it might have, because it's going to be more like a PC, it might have the ability of having a whole slew of these free-to-play games that you can now find on Steam just for the PS4. So Blacklight, maybe like Tribes, maybe like some other random crap, and it could be cool. It could make that launch have a lot of launched games easily, especially if there's indie devs and like
that really get into it, and if it's really easy to develop for.
Yeah, maybe not. Well, maybe indie devs. I wouldn't say day one, but like just other studios that could just make like free to play stuff or stuff going on. So, yeah. What else? There was something else. No, we mishmashed both of those things I wanted to mention. Going back to Borderlands 2, and speaking of DLC, Far Cry 3 got a DLC sort of like announced accidentally or sort of like the achievements got leaked of it, and it's apparently something called Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, and it features dragons that you kill. One of the achievements is kill your first dragon, and another one is kill 25 dragons or something. Yeah, Jeez. Kill 25 dragons.
I think this is kind of a direct response to all those people who were like, just put dinosaurs in the game.
Yeah.
Ubisoft.
Yeah, so...
and they were like, do you want better? Flying dinosaurs.
Yeah.
We win. It's just, yet again, Ubisoft drops the mic, just walks out.
And apparently you have to find VHS tapes and stuff. So apparently it's going to be like an 80s... As Destructoid put it, it's going to be like an impossible 80s throwback...
That's really awesome.
Expansion-y sort of weird thing for Far Cry 3. I'm excited. It looks silly as hell, or it sounds silly as hell. I can't wait to see what
more single-player Far Cry.
Yeah,
will be good.
I'm excited for that. Someone mentions Tomb Raider in the chat, and that'd be hella funny to see some dragons in Tomb Raider. Just like
dinosaurs in Tomb Raider would be better.
Dinosaur dragons.
Well, I don't think they're going to. I think they said all the Tomb Raider stuff is multiplayer. So.
Okay. Bastards. Absolute bastards.
All the BioShock stuff's going to be single player. Well, I bought that season pass because I'm so damn impressed by that game.
Yeah, I can't wait to actually try that as well. Assassin's Creed 4 got a gameplay premiere gameplay video trailer premiere.
Nice.
Gameplay. Nazi zombie army, zombie Nazi
army Nazi pirate.
Having all of us shit on Assassin's Creed 3 so hard.
I want to get this one.
4 looks like that thing that they have probably been working on during 3, and they're like, we have to really commit to 3, and it's probably going to be garbage. So 4 is going to come out and be like,
still
this is what
skeptical.
We wanted. And you have the right to be, because it literally has the same gameplay as
Assassin's Creed 3 was the worst game I played last year.
Oh,
yeah.
But this pretty much looks like it has all the features that Assassin's Creed 3 had. However, more interesting locales. Probably has nothing. It has nothing to do with the American everything that I had no idea anything about anyway. So I'm excited. It features stuff like Uncharted that you can apparently go and find like tropical ruins and stuff. And I know they kind of had that underground weird stuff and all the other ones, but I don't know.
There were always platforming tomb sections that you could find with maybe a couple of enemies.
Maybe the reason I'm liking it is because Tomb Raider does that. Like you just kind of wander a jungle and be like, oh look, here's a tomb. Let's go do that. Maybe it'll do something like that.
Okay, I'm gonna go search this too.
Yeah. Also, stab sharks.
Stab sharks?
Stab sharks. You can swim and stab sharks. You can stab. No, you can stab a shark in the face. Shark face stabbing. But yeah, it looks interesting. Looks pretty cool. That we're playing the trailer right now.
Do you want to explain the guns thing?
I don't know if
it's like my favorite part.
I don't know if I've actually seen if it was like a video or if it was gameplay, because it was like I think it was a GIF that I was seeing. But he has like 6 guns, and apparently if you just keep mashing shoot, he'll like pull out one pistol and then shoot, then go to another pistol and shoot, and then go to like another pistol and then shoot, and then like just kind of combo into like all the pistols, which would be super cool. But
it's because back then pistols were single shot.
Yeah, and you had to load them.
Yeah.
You kind of feel like a dumbass after like, good, that was a good fight. All right, cool. I'm just gonna pump all 6 of these back full of stuff. As well as they've announced the Black Chest Edition.
All Assassin's Creed games have had a black something edition.
Yeah, I know. It does come with a wooden front part of a boat. Is that a mast? Diorama, sorry. That has a breasted wooden woman with wings and marvelous hair. So there's that. Legend of Grimrock 2 got kind of announced with a screenshot that showed an outdoor environment.
Yeah,
cool.
I saw that.
I'm down for that. Even though I never finished Legend of Grimrock, I'm down for that. Yeah, and so I should mention that Assassin's Creed 4 is November 1st.
There's been an Assassin's Creed game every year in November. I think the only one that hasn't been in November was 3, because that was September. Was it?
I think so.
The PC version was in November.
Yeah, PC version was November.
It was end of October, is what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. And then 2 other random things. I think that's all that's left. Is that Square Enix? I'm gonna load it up so I can get some actual numbers here. Square Enix was apparently in this fiscal year, or whatever, expecting to make 13 billion yen of profit.
Oh yeah. Oh okay, a profit.
However, they ended up losing 3.5 billion.
Really?
So no, sorry. Let me redo that. They thought they were going to be above by 3.5, and they end up losing 13 billion. I think I fucked those up. So
that is fucked.
That's way worse.
That is real fucking bad.
I was going to say the company projected. Oh, sorry, they projected a 13 billion yen loss. So they didn't lose. They're projecting to lose a shit ton of money. Having followed that, the CEO apparently has stepped down.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So that's a double CEO step down.
I also heard that they were not happy with Tomb Raider's slow 3.5 million sales.
Yeah. Apparently, Tomb Raider sold actually 3.4 million and Hitman 3.6. And they're like, that's not
Those are successful games, though.
Yeah.
A lot of games never hit 1 million.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, so 3.5 not counting digital.
I bought mine digital.
That's messed up. I think a lot of people bought that stuff digital.
Yeah. Especially with the PlayStation Network doing day one digital stuff now, too.
Oh, my God. Anyway.
Easy to get everything.
Anyway, that's messed up. And Sleeping Dogs says to this date only sold 1.75 million copies. Really? Still very good.
Yeah, see, but exactly, right?
Almost 2
with
million.
like the game of the year quality of Sleeping Dogs last year and Hitman Absolution's questionable issues and Tomb Raider not being promoted very much.
It's just really messed up that, like someone says in the chat, you need at least 5 million copies to be sold for it to be profitable, apparently, for Square Enix. That's messed up.
That's real messed up.
That's really messed up.
Most games, when they hit 1 million, they're like,
woo!
Great, done.
Yeah,
sequel.
I remember it took a year for the original Infamous to hit 1 million.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And to celebrate, they dropped the price of the game from 40 to like 30 or something like that, and they gave away all the pre-order bonus stuff for free.
Oh, Lord.
Well.
But it took an entire year for that game to hit 1 million. But yet, Sucker Punch was still like, Sony was like, good job. So Square Enix needs to settle the fuck down.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. That's crazy. It's crazy talk. But anyways.
Someone in the chat has said Tomb Raider wasn't that great. Tomb Raider was fantastic. Shut your mouth.
You shut your mouth one day it's talking to you. Anyways, that's it for news. So we can move on to new releases. Stuff coming out between the days of the week, March 31st to 7th of April. I feel like my English just took a nosedive.
Battle Block Theater.
Woo! For the Xbox 360 Live Marketplace. Fuck that up too. It's going to be $15. It is the new Behemoth game.
Yes.
And still have no idea fully what that is.
What else is... Your mic is blocking the screen.
Perfect. No, I'm just going to keep it right there. We have Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge coming out for the 360 and the PS3. We have Defiance coming out for the PC, 360, and PS3. Which I guess you guys will see a dry run of that now.
What the hell is Ninja? Isn't Ninja Gaiden 3 already out?
It's it's Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, I believe, was a Wii U remake of it that came out day one of the Wii U.
Oh, so now all the remade stuff is being released on the other consoles.
Yeah, apparently.
Yes, I understand.
Because that was such a good game. Anyway, but talk about Defiance just for a second. Apparently that is I think it's from Tryon Worlds. I don't know if that's the right thing. I think it's supposed to have a TV show coinciding with all the events going on. It's going to be on Sci-Fi. And it's an MMO that is a sort of Guild Wars. You like play, buy it, forget about it. There's no monthly fee. And it's a third-person Borderlands-y style without the humor kind of shooty MMO thing. No idea if I got that wrong or right. Somebody should probably chat that if ever you kind of maybe know what's up. But
English, Riccio, English.
I'm kind of excited for that now. I was kind of like, that's gonna be cool. But now we'll actually be able to try it, so we'll actually have some actual opinions on it. So cool. Thanks again to MCP. What else do we have? We have Cities in Motion 2, which I know is a huge city sim game that people really enjoyed, Cities in Motion XL. So Cities in Motion 2 might be cool. Plus, I feel like that's going to cause some shit if SimCity's still busted.
Yeah.
When you get to talk about SimCity...
SimCity still busted?
I haven't hopped in it still, but from what I've heard is they fix a lot of the traffic stuff. And Guillaume something, which is somebody who's been really active on the Reddit as well as Twitter to mention stuff about what's going on. He's an actual developer for the game. And he said that they are now officially making a huge-ass patch that is working on the simulation aspect of that game. So fixing pretty much the whole game up. And... that's kind of awesome. They should have done this
a long time ago, though, which is sad.
Just that official, like me always saying, like, yo, some games just get Jesus patches. That might be the one that fixes SimCity.
That actually gets the Jesus patch?
Yeah, so it might actually get the Jesus patch. And I'm excited. I'm really excited for that. Yeah. Yeah. That's about it. That's it for releases. Defiance, Ninja Gaiden 3.
Slows down immediately out of
March. March is just kind of like, it's over. What do you want? So, yeah. So moving on to questions and comments. Anybody in the live chat, if you guys have any questions for us, we will be reading them right after we read some comments from the YouTube on the last podcast.
I have $1. My whole credit is a single dollar.
And everybody's pulling out.
Yeah, everybody.
Devin is talking about XCOM.
Do you have satellites being made right now?
Oh, yeah. No.
Okay. If you had said no, I would have been like, you may as well quit and restart your game right now.
The only thing that I'm waiting on is for an uplink to pop. And then it's just like, I've got 5 satellites ready to go.
Jesus.
The thing is that 2 countries already have satellites and they're at 5 panic.
Yep.
So they might be gone in a couple of minutes.
Yep.
Oh, XCOM.
Yeah, I lost Egypt too. What's with Egypt?
Well, like Egypt was just like,
that's the only country I
fuck
lost.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. And just left. I was like, oh, great, all right. Have fun, Egypt.
I was trying to make a pun. I couldn't think of one. I couldn't think of one. Anyways, reading the comments off
Nothing
the...
sounds like Egypt.
Yeah, I was like, they were going to have a pier in the middle of things. I don't know. Didn't make sense. Anyway, so reading the comments off the last podcast on the YouTubes, we have Juco... Sorry, we have Juco... Yeah, Juco91, who says, I just finished with 56, so episode 56, and I was thinking I'd have to go and listen to some older episodes, and then this shows up. Yay! And then Somppi replied, and then he also said, thank you for that. My adventures in Minecraft wouldn't be nearly as enjoyable if I didn't have you guys there with me, in quotations. Not quotations. Yeah, quotations. So I said question marks.
That's nice.
In question marks.
So in reply to that, I would like to know if anybody wants to comment and let us know what exactly you guys do when you possibly listen or watch these things. If you just straight up like stare at the screen like, they're moving. I can see them move. No, just let us know. I'd actually be interested to see what kind of stuff you guys play. What do you guys do? Maybe you're driving home. Maybe you're just sitting here watching.
I'm officially
I think we've
According
established
to the chat, maybe you fap. Don't.
Who actually said that?
Riccio.
Ivy Beauty. Livy Beauty. But anyway.
I think we've discussed
Yeah.
some of the games that are good podcast games.
Yeah.
Devin was saying XCOM
Yeah.
is a good one.
XCOM's a real
For
good
me,
one.
it's Torchlight.
Gears of War Judgment. Literally just fucking walk forward.
Gears of War 3 Horde is good for me as well.
Yeah. Yeah. But we'd like to know what you guys play.
Wow,
Maybe
holy
you
crap.
choose...
I just lost Egypt, India, and Australia in one go.
I told you.
XCOM.
Wow.
Fuck.
So then we have Dry LTD saying, listen to them all. Forgot how many games came out in the previous year, but this one is wonderfully full of puns.
What am I waiting on?
What?
I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm waiting on to get to the next thing.
Anyway, Reese Rue also says, haha, that's punny
Nice.
to him. We have Dark Alter 2000 saying, these episodes are getting to a crazy length. Are you guys going to have a cap on time? Or you keep going as of now until one day we get that one episode that goes for 15 hours. Almost destroys you all, and all of you swear oaths in blood not to go over set time limit again. I can assure you will never get to
We will.
15
A 15-hour podcast would be
That was
something
incredibly
else.
detailed.
That's
Even our like game of the year one only lasted like
yeah.
6 hours.
I mean, that's a little silly.
And that's
I mean,
split with like tons of breaks and stuff in between them.
where's my phone? What did we schedule for last week? Next week, sorry, 14 hours? That's what it's
Great.
15's stupid though. That's never gonna happen. 14 though, next week. No, that's not. That is not an announcement. That's not actually gonna happen. Yeah. We always try to keep it around 2 hours if maximum, and then we try to hurry it up kind of after that. But I know that the past few have maybe almost neared 3 or past 3 possibly. So we'll keep a mental note. We'll keep an eye on it. Right now we're kind of maybe running at around 2 hours, so that shouldn't be too bad. So hopefully that's gonna be good enough for you. But we swear to never get to 15 hours, unless we swear.
We should do one that's literally just 15 hours.
It's 24 hour. Actually, we just record the entire 72-hour marathon and put that out as a podcast. Just audio.
Disgusting.
Just mic every part of
Just
the house.
vile.
Just bathrooms, everything. Just you get to hear everything.
No.
Yeah. So anyways, Dry LTD also answers, says something else. He says, Riccio, this lack of movie knowledge is shocking. I think that's when we talked about Indiana Jones and me mentioning that I hadn't seen them yet. As well as all the other podcasts.
Well, last week would have been the week that we talked about
Yeah.
when you had seen Star Wars.
Yeah, that as well, yeah. Yelink Williams also replies, you don't even know the half of it. I think she is referring to the fact that I haven't watched most Disney movies as well.
There's this nice feature on YouTube where you can click show comment as to what they replied to.
That's what I was reading them in order.
there you go.
I was reading them in order. I'm going to stop doing mouth noises. Ransom Purvis also says, because I say also because he's been commenting on the past few podcasts, says, should my friends and start a hacker attack on EA? No, please don't.
No, don't.
So, then he replies back, and I. Should my friends and I start a hacker attack on EA? Please don't.
That's a very generous offer, though.
Please don't. Although I'm gonna write down your name here so we can get some quick ass if ever we need backup at any we don't need any of that. I think they're already being hammered by enough people being angry that they don't need that. But thank you. It's very generous. We have Douglas M here saying watching from here in Japan. Would like to play Monster Hunter if the online server regions get unlocked hopefully in April. So what he's referring to is there's an April update coming out where you can play this game on the screen without needing a TV. And they're also going to unreach unlock the servers, which I know they mentioned would for sure be US and Europe, but I don't know about Japan. I'm hoping so, because that'd be awesome, because there's a lot of people who have just like super souped up armors and everything that would be great to have.
Help you out.
Yeah, so if that is the case, Douglas M., I'll provide you with my Wii U ID, which I think is just Riccio. So you'll probably find me on the Miiverse, and then just friend request me. We have Silver Dome Production. Oh, right. We had the giveaway for the PlayStation Plus.
Oh, yeah. We have to...
I forgot about that.
Oh, the haiku.
Yeah.
The haiku.
So we have Silver Dome Production saying his haiku poem is... Let's count these out. Unity, the best. I wish I was cool like you. You are awesome. Yeah?
Yeah, that works.
You did it. He also then comments...
Where's cheese?
Simple and effective.
He then comments on his haiku. He says, worst haiku poem ever. I just wanted to participate.
I loved it.
Yeah. As well as he asks a question, whatever happened to Batty? I noticed he was on the first episodes of Unity Podcast, or UnityCast. That's what it was called beforehand. Don't feel the need to explain this absence. If it's a personal reason why he isn't on the podcast anymore, I am just wondering.
He went and did his own thing, so...
Yeah.
He wanted to focus more on work and stuff, so
yeah.
he left.
He got a job, and he had some pretty crazy stuff going on. And we took the torch. And we burned ourselves. No, I don't know. No, I don't know. Anyways.
What?
I have no... What? We have Juco91 also commenting once again. Also a terrible haiku, because why not? He doesn't have a PlayStation, though, so this is just for fun. And he says, terrible puns, ouch. Tears, tanks, zombies, games, and casts. Unity. Whoa, wait, is it actually Unity Gaming?
Yeah.
It's just its own... That's cool.
That's
sweet.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Cool.
Man, we have two haikus.
That was some high quality haikuing right
Pretty
there.
fucking awesome shit right there.
And then we have Alchemy Reborn saying, I don't blame you for not knowing I'm a girl, Riccio. I never saw the reason to make that known to people. I do agree with you about these girl gamers that show off their cleavage on their face cam, which is bigger than the actual game. But they're streaming.
That's right. We did talk about that.
Oh yeah, the game they're streaming. But anyway, if you guys could change anything about the game industry, what would it be? And if you could have your next console or consoles any color you'd want, what colors would be?
Wait, sorry.
What colors would it be?
Who made this comment?
Alchemy Reborn.
Okay.
Isn't that whose
Show some cleave, just like
is today?
Oh my god, MCP.
Yeah, it's Alchemy Reborn's birthday. So happy birthday!
Did I show any cleave last time? I did show cleave. I
think we kind of technically did.
Dan, you just got strike. You got strike suit 0.
Great.
And I got waveform, which is fucking awesome.
Nice. MCP is just thank you.
Did
so
he
much
get paid today or something? What's going on?
I guess so. But let's answer Alchemy Reborn's...
Did you win the lottery? MCP, did you win the lottery?
Are you a winner?
This question.
Let's answer Alchemy Reborn's question. So first, if you could change anything about the game industry, what would it be? I would say somehow...
I would like a safe that...
I would say somehow making them not need 5 million copies sold for it to be good.
A sequel. Like, or to get a sequel.
Yeah.
Like, if it doesn't hit that, 2 million mark, and there's no sequel made for something that was really good.
Yeah.
It really pisses me off.
I mean, every time that it doesn't sell 5 million and a CEO steps down, that 1% is getting smaller.
No, it's getting bigger because he gets a cut. He gets a severance pay.
Oh, great.
Oh, here. Oh, you're stepping down? Oh, well, here's 5 million.
Great. That's where those 13 billion went.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wish there was some way for them to... I guess the indie side of things is where it's turning to be able to make something small and make a decent chunk of money for you to keep making cooler indie or smaller projects. So I don't know. I wish it was easier for them to make games without having to worry about huge budgets and worrying about sales and all that crap.
Wasn't for BioShock Infinite the inflated sale or inflated budget was 200 million or something like that people were saying?
That's so messed up. If you were to take 200 million divided by $60 for a game, how much would that be? How many would you need to sell? Do you want to do this?
Yeah, here, I got it.
You got it? Sweet. No loud ass keyboard. So figure that out. Meanwhile, well, is there anything else that you guys would want to add to that?
I would remove the social stigma against playing video games and how that is not a generally accepted thing to do. Even though pretty much everyone plays video games now, it is still
it's still
derogatory to be called
a gamer.
Yeah.
Or a geek or something. So it's like 3.3 million copies.
I'm sure it hit that. I would say it hit that.
So
I'd hit that.
If it hit
Bioshock Infinite is running game of the year right now for me. I don't know.
If it hit 5 million copies, you're looking at $300 million.
Wow.
For 5 million copies.
That being said, I think I'd agree with Riccio. I think the barriers are just ridiculous right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of nice to get some of the more indie people being able to, I guess, market to the masses, if you will. And I think a lot of the really like the higher quality stuff tends to come from the indie market anyways. So it's a shame that they don't get recognized for it as much as they should. But part of that is because of the fact that it's just the nature of the business, right? If you don't have a big blockbuster title, then unfortunately you don't have the cash to treat it as such.
I think a good market to compare it to would be Hollywood, where you have independent films that every once in a while something just insane will happen from an independent film and it will become a blockbuster and everybody will see it and everybody will, try and track it down or download it off of Netflix or something like that. Same thing with the indie games in the gaming industry. You got, for example, Hotline Miami. Trended right across Twitter. It was just an indie game that was released, and now most gamers know what Hotline Miami is.
It's coming after the beta now.
Yeah, it's little things like that. So, I think it's weird that you have to have a budget of more than some of the Hollywood movies to get a game out now.
Like a moving big AAA to my answer to this question, I can't read who said it because it's bright green on white.
So Hugo5863 in the chat says, in order to remove the stigma against gamers for playing games, the maturity of the community would have to increase, which I don't see happening. The kind of things that happened on Xbox Live didn't help.
Which made me remember
that
we watched that stupid,
I was gonna say that,
cringeworthy tournament.
So if you guys
Call of Duty,
if you haven't seen it already, go to YouTube. You should be able to find it. Just search for Eurogamer Call of Duty Champion. I don't know, championship
360
cursing thing. And what do you want to explain what that video was, Dan, or
just?
It's pretty much
depressing.
Yeah,
is what it is.
Is it just him winning and then trash talking?
Well, no, it's an entire team just shitting all over the entire other team as they're winning. But then at the end of it, they give an excuse that they are using it to boost morale on their own team and that they play better when they are trash talking and being...
Like, are they just literally just shit talking the whole way through?
Yeah, like 100% of the way. No, because I don't want to ever see that video again.
Just the audio. I just want to play like possibly.
No, I don't want to play any of that audio.
It's just the fact that it's so disappointing that is, to some gamers, socially acceptable to have your mic on and screaming at someone.
Hugo is right. It's because of this was in like the finals.
Yeah.
It's those four guys on that team are a big part of the reason why games are not mainstream.
Yeah.
Why they are not broadcast on television. Yeah. Like you could even go as far as to say that entire tournament would not have been broadcast on TV because of those four guys.
Two people were sitting. Oh, it was two teams literally like 6 feet apart from each other. And every kill or like round ending, they would stand up and just yell as much shit out of their mouth as they could towards the other team, which was probably like sad about their loss. And they're like fucking chest pumping and doing like the like hands out and just like yelling stuff about their mom and shit. And you're like, what the fuck? Because like I was telling Dan, is like I'm used to watching like StarCraft tournaments or Street Fighter stuff where you have like commentators and I'm sure all that stuff still happens for
it
Modern
could
Warfare
happen
and stuff.
online.
Yeah. But I mean like you see like StarCraft people where they'll have like an insane match that was just like the dude's like destroyed. He's like, oh man, like I can't believe I lost that. And all the other player go up to like that dude's little cabin that he's in and just open like shake his hand and be like, that was fucking crazy.
That was a good
like
game.
I can't.
Yeah.
That was good game, man. And just the crowd will still cheer for that person. There's not gonna be like, yo, fuck, like Marine King Prime, you suck. Like just there's nothing. There's not like anyone getting pissed. It's just everyone just like, holy shit, that was insane. Like we just witnessed like some crazy history. So
like.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just think it's.
Is that the video?
I just think it's piss.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's that video. So everyone in the chat right now, J4Play linked the video.
It's just the fact that it's acceptable to trash talk to other people, and that that we're not self-moderating, so to speak, on you're saying shit that's not right. Stop it.
Well, there was a similar incident back in that fighting game thing that Capcom was running a while ago.
Yeah,
where it was just apparently acceptable to be sexist to the female player and
just because kind of thing.
Yeah, sexually abuse her because it was part of the community.
To be fair, that was like one commentator dude just voicing his crazy opinion, and some people were kind of along.
Yeah,
for
but
that,
this is
just like
one team of 4.
Yeah,
and those people are holding the entire industry back.
What I'd feel is that
because they are being role models for the regular people that watch this kind of stuff. So if the people who won the Call of Duty Championship say it's acceptable to trash talk and speak like that to other human beings, why is it not acceptable to do that everywhere?
Yeah.
If I'm playing Halo, if they were being better role models, it would change a lot of other people and how they interact with people, even over Xbox Live.
What I find funny is, and I'm going to change my wording on this. Okay, no, I think more in tournaments like if you were to go, it's like MLG, like I don't know, MLG Dallas or like something that was like recent or whatever. I think if you go to like an MLG tournament, I think the code of conduct is probably much higher than I'm pretty sure that was not an MLG event.
No, it was Eurogamer.
Yeah, Eurogamer.
With MLG now, I know for a fact when they started being televised on, I think it was G4 and TSN. I know did some
one of
Halo
the TSN other channels,
like 40 other channels started doing Halo coverage, and the second they started to get actually were televised, every single person who participated in the tournament had to sign a contract stating they would not swear on air. Anything. There was no trash talk allowed. That's fair. It was like good game between teams and stuff like that, and you could say to your teammates, "Oh, I got wrecked," and that. But there was no trash talking allowed.
We're being told from SXCS23 in the chat that he says every tournament he has been in, if you trash talk or curse, you will be disqualified, and sometimes they've even had fines.
Good.
So
that's fair.
In something that's more policed like that, I would see like MLG tournaments. If more stuff gets set up along those lines to hopefully be more code of conduct-y, be a much better experience, because watching people play like Call of Duty and all that stuff expertly is really it's a whole nother level of watching that game, and it's like, holy shit, there's no way I could pull off any of this. But then to see and hear what is going on, but not like behind the screen, but like the actual players, well, I'm just fucking turned off. I don't even
yeah, this is no good for me.
There's no. I feel like StarCraft, you can kind of look at people and be like, oh, I said King Prime earlier, but it's like, look at MKP and just be like, that guy is pretty cool. Like I can relate to him on some level. Or you watch like Street Fighter and you have like Daigo and you have all those. Oh god, I can't remember the other dude he's always against, but Justin Wong and all that stuff. Just you have like these people that you can kind of root for. But I feel like if you have like a Call of Duty people where people are just cursing at each other like that, unless you're also of that audience, there's no one you can just be like, yeah, I'm happy that team won. Like, there's no. It's just like, oh great. I don't know what I'm getting at, but
it's depressing.
It's just sad. It's like, wow,
It's even more depressing to see the interview that plays with that guy, the leader of that team, afterwards, where he's like, no, this is totally legitimate and an acceptable thing to do.
He's like, I don't know why it pumps up my team, but it just does. It's like, well, you're fucking
such a bullshit excuse.
Oh
too.
yeah. It's just bullshit.
But yeah. But anyways, hopefully
back when that whole like Capcom event thing happened, it was like split down the middle of the fighting game community for and against sexual abuse.
Which is fucked.
Which is really weird.
Yeah,
that's real fucked.
Ridiculous.
But even then, that jumps to like more of the like you were saying last time, where the vocal whatever, like the angry people are obviously going to be the ones that normally speak out, because I don't know, not many people would maybe speak for it. But yeah, it's messed up that there was still a lot of people that were siding with that at all. Fine. Just the fact that there's even just a small amount was like, dude, like what?
Listen to what you're saying, like.
But
which is weird, because up until that happened, I guess it's good that happened, because I didn't even know that was an issue in the fighting game scene. Which I guess it technically is in every game scene. I'd imagine that these Call of Duty players would have had very different things they could yell out if there was a girl on the other team.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's the fact that there's a bias based off of gender is.
But I can't
like I have been shit.
And that it's an accepted.
Yeah,
bias.
that it's accepted as part of the community and gaming overall is. It's not right.
I just want to say that
all of this is depressing.
No, but
yeah,
it also
fucking make me not want to play games.
Not to be like for any of this, but like I think it takes some balls to literally be sitting like, especially that team leader was a foot and a half away from like the other team.
Yeah, like
and was
there's
cursing
not
at him
even
and standing up and getting in their face like you are now.
And the other guy's just sitting there like
like if you do that to the wrong guy,
he'll
like
beat the shit out of you.
Your face is gonna get punched, or like after you're gonna be like, oh good, I'm so glad you won. Now you're probably gonna get stabbed in an alley. Like it's just, it's.
I think
it's crazy
for it to become a real, before any sort of change really happens within any sort of community, there will have to be a large event where somebody is trash talking someone else and they just, like, the person who's getting trash talked just fucking loses it and just either shit kicks him or like some sort of a like incident will happen relating to trash talking, and it'll make everyone go, oh fuck, like maybe that's not acceptable. And the fact that it has to come down to a terrible thing happening before any sort of change happens is fucking depressing. Like,
Sorry, Kino in the chat says, I don't think it takes balls. Some people just lack brains. It's just like, dude doesn't even realize what he's doing.
Yeah.
He can't math that there's like a fist like range and that it can be close enough to hit him. But anyways, to jump away from that part of the question and ask a more lighthearted, awesome question. She also asked, and if you could have your next console or console any color, what color would you want them to be and why?
Honestly, lime green. Just because I fucking love lime green.
Would you like a lime green Xbox?
Wearing lime green right now as he's saying it too.
Actually, I'm like lime green sweater, lime green shirt.
Devin is here? I thought you were the green screen.
No, probably lime green. Actually,
you do have a face.
I still want to mess around with that other case that I have.
Yeah.
I have another case for an Xbox 360 that's like dead, and I want to screw around with it.
Is that the one that we're going to take the disk drive out of?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's I don't want to take the disk
response for this too.
All right, go ahead, Kumar.
And it might come off as boring, but even just something silver that I can throw on designs myself. I don't think anybody knows aside from you guys, but Dan, you know about my Iron Mac, right? As you've cleverly coined it. Mm-hmm. I have an Iron Man decal on my MacBook Pro, and it lets me do interesting things with the Apple light. So it's kind of nice just to be able to design things yourself. And so if I had that opportunity, that'd be pretty cool.
I want to take a quick aside here because this has always bothered me since Need for Speed Underground 1. Is it a decal, a decal, or you said?
I think it's a decal.
Decal.
It's a decal. Decal. No, damn it! I can't even say the fucking word now. It's a decal.
Decal.
Yeah, a decal.
Okay, because I've always played as like decal, decal.
It's not decal. It's decal.
I was like, okay, I'm just gonna game this system and just say whatever. I'll just say a different one every time. Cool. Thanks. That solves that.
Yeah.
So yeah, putting stickers and stuff on it. So you pretty much want a Guitar Hero controller Xbox where it just gives you those stickers of like the flaming eyes. You just stick as much shit as you want to it. You just iron on.
Mine's got a rainbow on it.
But
I want piano black.
Piano black.
Yeah, that's what the Sony consoles are. That's the name for their color. I like that.
Gloss black.
I like glossy piano black, but with the added thing of just like for some reason through the air vents or whatever the hell it might have, just have like a neon light that you can change.
A little glow.
Yeah, just a little glow that you can edit to personalize yourself. Just have like some sweet ass purple coming out of that. Just be like, look at that thing. I just turned it on, and then it like changes if you're getting damaged and shit. Cool.
Actually,
lights on fire.
This kind of pulls into. That's
over the top.
Yeah,
that's not happening.
I fell down this terrible hole last Sunday of
gyroscopes in it.
Modding controllers. Just like you're flipping your console.
Grab your camera and your PlayStation, and then choose to.
But I fell down this terrible internet hole of modded gaming consoles and stuff like that people have done.
Okay.
And somebody made a Portal themed Xbox 360 that the lights in it were actually like full on green and blue.
Oh, cool.
But when you when it was reading the disc, it would actually flicker the lights, like alternate them. It was
kind of cool.
Like, absolutely.
Wait, do you mean orange and blue?
Sorry, yes, orange and blue, not green and blue.
You just liked green too much.
I do like
Dude,
it.
you know what you can make? Oh, sorry, go.
But like there was another one that was when you put the push the on button, the actual Xbox like lowered little clamp legs and lifted itself off the table and like suspended.
Fell
itself
over and
up.
broke the disc.
But yeah, it's phenomenal.
Just started squirming.
Okay, you said Portal Xbox.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what I would like to see is, you know how you can do that thing with the you get like a one-sided mirror and you get a two-way mirror.
Oh,
put the lights.
Yeah.
You have like an Xbox standing vertical, and you have on one side you have it blue and one side orange, and you just kind of it looks like it's going on infinitely.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking crazy. One on each
Or
side.
you could get
you're just like, what the fuck?
a lot of people do for like holiday or Halloween mods is they get those, those little picture frames.
Yeah.
You can get actually 2 of those and hook them up to webcams, and it's a see-through like chest. So people do Halloween costumes where it's like somebody punched you through the chest. You do that on your
sick.
Xbox 360, so it's just like legit Portal through it.
Something people also do on webcams on the Xbox is play Uno and
Flash their
show
junk.
their Uno.
I only went on Uno once, and then I left after that.
You went on Uno times.
I just want to make a quick note here. You remember how I couldn't get my left ear?
Yeah.
I rolled up the cable like this just because I was fidgeting, and now I have.
Oh, really?
Left ear audio
Oh,
back.
fuck.
That sucks. We'll buy another one
Yeah.
if we can.
Should we call
I don't know. Anyway, that was a joke. Kind of. Anyway, because you actually
Don't
donated a little
MC.
bit, so we
Don't
might
do-
actually
don't-
be able
don't
to
do
get
that.
cables, but no, we won't.
He
Anyway.
left a note on what that money's for. Did you read it?
No, I didn't.
Sly Cooper Let's Play.
Oh, fuck. Okay,
fuck.
sweet, done. Anyway, so Piano Black with a glow. Piano Black. Kumar wants something they can put stickers on. Possibly.
What? He said lime green.
You make me sound like a 5-year-old.
No, I said Kumar.
said Kumar.
I didn't point at him yet.
I just picture a whole
Oh,
bunch
you
of
want
like
piano black as well?
Yeah, with a glow.
Oh, with the
with
glow.
underglow.
okay.
So
Underglow.
I like- I like-
Rocket PS3
And I wanted to have
lowered with a spoiler on the back.
lowered with like a small plexiglass see-through thing, so it looks like it's hovering, and it just maybe like goes like this.
Is it really loud? So
Just
it's
wiggles, goes up and down. Maybe it has hydraulics. And then like when you turn it on, it's like, where the bitch is that? And you're like, whoa, that's too far for me, Sony. Sony, stop. Stop, Sony. And then you can customize.
Was that console developed by Deep Silver?
No, just eject it, puts a dildo bat from Saints Row. You're just, what the fuck, Sony? I don't even best console ever. No.
What?
You know what? Just like
Leave
the
it to Riccio.
You know the 360 has like that R2D2 thing that you can change. Imagine if you could like customize those sounds on new consoles. I could have Devin's like
Someone figured out how to do that stuff easy on the new Xboxes.
Oh, really?
but I mean like without hacking it.
I just have
I'm pretty sure it's just changing a tiny little chip that links to the buttons.
Oh, really?
It's not
You know
even
what I would
changing
get?
the Xbox as a whole.
I get a PlayStation. I'd hook it up to a sweet 12.1 system. Just every side of my body covered. Maybe 12.5. Get 5 subwoofers and some consoles in there. Just crazy shit. You hit that start button. What do you hear? And it's just like Battlefield 4. And you're just like, I can't feel my body anymore. I'm done. Turn off the system. You're done for the day.
Time to go to bed.
Time to go to bed. I'm spent. I'm pretty sure
9 in the morning.
I'm pretty sure everything has crushed itself into my body. It's okay. Broke 3 ribs. Just from subwoofer.
I punctured a lung. I need to go to the hospital.
It's literally so intense that it pushes all the air into your body and you suffocate before you can get to the games. This is dark. Anyway.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the Unity Gaming Podcast.
Oh, wait. We have to pick our.
Our haiku winner.
So we have 2 to choose from. We have Juco91, who says he doesn't really have a PlayStation though. And his was terrible puns. Ouch. Tears, tanks, zombies, games, and casts. Unity Gaming.
That's awesome.
And then we have Silverdome Production, who says, Unity the best. Sorry, Unity the best. I wish I was cool like you. You are awesome, yeah.
It's too bad because the person who doesn't have PlayStation Plus, who doesn't have a PlayStation, I like their haiku way more.
Sorry,
Silverdome, but
that last sentence, it should have been like anime, like, you are awesome, yeah. I don't know, just be cool.
Everybody's jumping in the air and frozen. At the end of that one,
It's just like, how would you do like an intro song like, Unity the best. I wish I was cool like you. You are awesome, yeah.
Wow.
Can I get a copy of that audio clip?
I think that would be better. That's just the intro now.
Can I get a copy of that, please?
you know what? It's probably pretty easy to isolate because we were all in stunned silence while you were singing that.
Wow.
Riccio son, Dan son, Devin son, Kumo-san. I don't know. Anyways, let's just not get into this right now.
Oh my god, I need to go home.
This is a dangerous path.
I need to go home and make a new intro video.
So
this is perfect.
Should we message Juco and say like, hey, do you have a friend that maybe wants it? And then if not, then give it to Silverdome.
Sure.
Or Silverdome if he even has it. I don't even know.
Makes it easy because there's 2 entries.
Yeah. So we'll contact you guys to figure out what's going on. But congratulations to one of you, possibly Juco. Actually, after having sung his haiku, kind of goes a little bit higher for me now.
It's true.
But anyway. So any last minute questions from the channel, the live chat?
Hardia apparently has a lot of things to give out.
Oh, what's going on here?
Hardy has like he reminds me of, you know, when we were kids and you go to a restaurant, they bring you this chest full of toys, and you open it
Riccio,
up and you get to pick one at the end of your meal.
That's on the screen right now.
That's Hardia.
It's super tiny. They can't see it.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure they
He's
can't.
streaming 720.
Yeah, we'll find it. I'll blur it. Should I blur that?
It doesn't matter. It's fucking live.
Okay, SXCS says can't read it. Perfect. So is that 100 on full screen? You can't read. Perfect. Yeah, it's like mashed and like when you go to like not actual 720 and it starts like or 1080p because that's technically 1080p screen.
Yeah.
The font just like I'm just gonna cut off part of that letter and it just
okay. Well,
decides to just destruct fuck so much stuff. It's just whatever. Anyway. So apparently second place can win 100 Microsoft points from SXCS.
Cool.
I've never seen 100 Microsoft points before. However, awesome. Cool.
There's actually a meme for Battlefield 4 up already.
Nice. So yeah, are we playing anything tonight from the channel? I might, if I'm done not so late. Or I'll just edit this after. I'll play some Bioshock Infinite possibly. We'll see what happens. I might just roll right into that.
We have something else to
record. No, that's right. Well, I'll be back later tonight probably.
We don't have to record for long though.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe check back. It might be like
what do you
midnight.
want for supper tonight, Dan?
I don't know. We can go to McDonald's or.
But I don't know.
I don't care.
All right.
I don't know if there is.
I'm feeling Subway-ish,
no
but I don't think any of them are open late.
Let's not talk food. Everybody's gonna be like, God damn it, I'm always hungry after this podcast.
So what? So are we.
Like fucking starving after this.
All right, so I guess there's no more questions in the live chat. You guys have been awesome as always. So I'm gonna go ahead and.
I had water before I came here.
Oh my god,
That's all I
what
had,
are
too.
you doing with yourself? Anyway, to everyone who's been listening so far on the audio version, there is a video version on YouTube that you should possibly check out because I think we're leaning a bit more video.
2 questions left apparently.
There is a question. Sorry.
There's 2 questions.
There's 2 questions. Okay, hold on.
SXC and
SXCS. Sorry,
J4.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna scroll.
Why are you scrolling? They're asking them now. What the fuck are you doing?
No, because I thought.
Oh my god.
I have a question. Go for it, J4 Play.
so angry.
Okay, go ahead.
We mentioned Saints Row 4 last week.
Yes.
Is that the question?
Yep, Saints Row 4. We mentioned it.
But there's not much more to talk about.
No. After you guys get done streaming and you're cuddling, who gets to be the big spoon? Well, honestly, in my house, we have enough spoons that we can all enjoy ice cream. I said ice cream? I should stop mumbling stuff, especially if it sounds like guy's cream.
Okay, I didn't think that. I heard ice cream. Dude, do you want to go for Dairy Queen?
All right, so to everyone,
there's a Dairy Queen open, yes.
if you guys,
It's so frustrated.
if you guys are watching the listening to the audio version, we do have a video version on YouTube where there's a lot of cool stuff that we're doing now. We're doing trailers, we're doing stuff in the top right. We have games being played and all that stuff. So check out the YouTube version. If you guys are already watching on YouTube, check out our other videos. We have dry runs, we have let's plays. We have podcasts every Thursday and
new schedule.
New
Check out
schedule.
the video.
Check out new schedule video.
I still have to make the video for that.
Ooh.
You need to put up. You need to give me those
Oh, yeah, we can do
textures
that.
and stuff.
And
Miasmata
stream.
Mondays, Valkyria Chronicles Tuesdays, Dry Run Wednesday,
I will not stream myself
Podcast
sleeping
Thursday,
unless you guys.
FTL Fridays,
Unless there's
Community Choice Saturdays, Sunday Extras.
unless there's
That's
enough
a
people
fantastic schedule.
asking me to stream myself sleeping, I will not do it.
Too late.
It's you. It's in your
Come
hands.
check out
comments.
RiccioSleeps.com. I have 3 or 4 cameras mounted in his room. It's great. 24/7. I make about 20 grand a year off of it.
So that wasn't Slenderman.
Nope.
I've been so afraid of somebody here like.
Oh my god.
Nice.
It's just a zoom of the camera.
Anyway, so yeah, if you guys are watching the video version, check all that stuff. And that's pretty much it. Also, yeah, if you're listening on the iTunes version, don't forget to leave a review or something because it will possibly help us pop up in the up and coming. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, RiccioSleeps.com is not a real site, Devin.
Oh man, I gotta get that domain name right now
before someone else takes it.
I'm really tempted to wire your house up with the cameras now.
So I'm of all of us.
Dark real fast.
Actually, it might not be dark if he's got night vision. Anyways, hopefully on behalf of all of us,
only works in the dark. Doy.
I've been Somppi.
I wish everyone a happy whatever they're doing. Don't forget to let us know what exactly you guys possibly do while you guys listen to these or watch these. That came off really weird with what we've been talking about. Anyways, yeah. So everyone, take care. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I've been Riccio.
I'm Dan.
I'm Somppi. Don't forget to check out RiccioSleeps.com.
And I'm Kumar.
Take care, everybody.
Take care, guys. All the best.
Bye.